What up, people? Let's go.
I just wonder if where this ire and these invectives from Mr. Brennan come from. He said that I stood up here just a second ago and attacked witnesses and bashed witnesses and made fraudulent statements. Was he listening? I didn't bash a witness. I didn't attack a witness. I didn't make any fraudulent statements. The Commonwealth made their best effort to tether Miss Reed to Aiden Kearney. And they did it through a grand jury. And those members of the grand jury said, no, it's not true. It didn't happen. That's what they said.
Y'all ready? Okay, hit the heel toe, hit the heel toe, hit the heel toe, let's go, let's go. Hit the heel toe, hit the heel toe.
The text stream data is critical. The text stream data is critical in this case because it shows time and place with the new information that we have. So we know from the Waze information exactly where that car went from the waterfall to the flagpole. We know where it didn't stop along the way. We know, based on the phone data, Mr. O'Keefe's phone data, when he was in the car until. We have all that evidence, and as a bioengineer, he can consider all of that technical data, which will be introduced through other witnesses at trial before he testifies. And it's important. The location and timing of that car is important. This is all science and data. It's not witness testimony. It's science and data. And it puts that car at that flagpole at the time Mr. O'Keefe is there with his cell phone, locked into the Bluetooth in that Lexus until he gets out of the car after 12:30.
regarding glass, I expect is going to be a issue in the next case, and I say that because we learned last night for the first time on a public airing of an episode that the defendant suggests that Mr. O'Keefe took her vodka soda glass out of her car. Now that is the first time we've had a
hug or anything like that.
And also, there was another statement regarding a claim that Miss Reed pulled glass from John O'Keefe's face.
I did leave, yes.
You didn't say goodbye to John.
There's a place where everybody goes. It's a place not everybody knows yet.
all those there could be any place at all. Day or night, it's where it's at, making friends there in the chat, while JFK and James reenact the waterfall. And when this journey's finally at its end, we can say that all of us are friends. We stood proud and all of us stood tall, while those around us said you're wrong. We stood our ground, stayed Boston strong, thanks to JFK and James' reenactment of the waterfall. There's a place where everybody goes. It's a place not everybody knows yet. All those there could be, like any place at all. Day or night, it's where it's at, making friends there in the chat, while JFK and James reenact the waterfall. And when this journey's finally at its end, we can say that all of us are friends. We stood proud and all of us stood tall, while those around us said you're wrong. We stood our ground, stayed Boston strong, thanks to JFK and James' reenactment of the waterfall.
Party people. Higgins, you wrong.
James Jackson, what's up, brother?
What's up, JFK? Long time.
Long time. The 777 been sitting back, relaxing. Hasn't took any flights. How's everybody doing, chat? I see Jerry. I see Izzy bleeding. I see Rose D. I see Jen. I see Natalie.
Natalie Diaz.
I see Cats Meow.
Oof,
I see Candy. I see Jenny Bunny. I see Mary B. I see Lynn Diaz. What's up? I see Lara Pike. I see our boy Be in Trouble 31, Hammer Time. I see our girl Jackie N. Jackie, what's up?
Jackie.
Man. I see
See our
Tom.
boy Patrick too. I seen Patrick.
Mark S is up in here. All our Mars, what's up? It's been too long. Making changes up in here. Dennis Sweeney's up in here. Boots on the ground. Jay from Hull up in here. Carolyn, Kelly Hill. What the duck? You already know.
Look.
Man, everybody's coming in now. We got 248 people. 248 people are now on the flight. James Jackson.
And
It's been a lot going on.
A lot going on. A lot to get through. But it's going to be all right. Free Karen Reed is what we're here to do, Maria. Calm the fuck down.
Everybody, please.
Your captain's here. Your co-pilot's here.
James Jackson, take it away, man. What you want to talk about? First and foremost, go for it.
First and foremost, we're here. Another day. It's a beautiful day. You know, God is good. Things are good.
Indeed.
And Karen's going through a lot, man. I see it. I see the stress, the anger towards the situation that she's in, you know, that they put her in. It's such a pickle to be in. You know, you feel like you can't get out. You feel like you're defeated. She's a warrior, man. She's fighting. She's fighting through this, you know. Like I said before, one day in court for me is enough. Never mind 2, 3. Then she got to go into another person's case and, you know, have her team barge through the doors. Like, wait a second, you ain't starting this without the person that, you know, the main attraction. Hank Brennan, you sneaky bastard. What are you doing, man? You're doing Commonwealth shit. And it's still, you're talking about all these sound bites and all the stuff that she's airing. You're still airing out how dirty the Commonwealth is in front of the whole world to see. Nobody wants to come to Mass. They're all afraid to come to Mass because of this, you know? It's just wild, man.
Remember the story I told you about Gary Zarola years ago? He was sitting in the Commons. One of my boys had an open case. Gary Zarola calls him up at like 12 p.m. Says, listen, can you make it at 2 o'clock to the Lynn Courthouse? There's a judge. I'm going to pull your name on the docket. I'm just going to randomly go to this judge. I'm going to get your name on the docket. I'm going to make some excuse up. Even though you're not doing court for another 2 months,
right? I'm
going to make some excuse up. I'm going to get you in front of this judge. I'm going to plea you out. He ended up doing it. Got there at 2 o'clock. I guess he got in front of the judge at 3. He ended up leaving there on probation. The dude was looking at a 2.5. This is what they do. They know how to finagle the bagel. He is a defense attorney. He's taught by Krowski. That's his co-defendant. And his other co-defendant is Gary Zarola. Very creative fellows, man. Very creative.
Very
and
creative.
We'll do any loophole they can get. They're going to go for it. Any loophole. Be clear. This is what these dudes do. Be clear. Hank Brennan's practice is in the toilet. The reason why it's in the toilet is because crime is down. You got ICE agents arresting dudes left and right now.
Crazy.
Right? Everything's fentanyl. You get caught with fentanyl, you're getting smoked. See, back in the day, you know, when we had the opiate
epidemic, you could
it was bad.
A program, a detox, or you know, I'm an addict. I need help. But now they're smoking dudes.
No, with the fentanyl they are. But what I'm saying is, back then there was a market for it, right? And there was people who saved money up, and not everybody was, you know, 20 years ago, not everybody was doped out. You know, dudes were getting high on the perks and getting high on the Vikes, but they weren't junked the fuck out. They weren't done. You know what I mean? They were on their way, but I'm saying some of the dealers, you know what I'm saying? Because that was right around the time people started getting high on their own supply. So there was stuff, the culture as far as dealers go, there was some dealers out there that still had money on them to hire a Hank Brennan for $500 an hour. That's not around no more. People, the snitching culture's around. So at the end of the day, why are you going to hire Hank Brennan when you could just rat out your man? You don't need to pay for a lawyer. You could just deal with a Higgins, an ATF agent, and he'll help you out.
Yep.
So that's why his practice is in the toilet, and that's why he's chasing 200 racks. But at the same time he's only using his muscle memory. He's getting creative, and he's figuring out loopholes to beat the system. But what he's trying to do is beat this case for the Commonwealth, which is insane. You're a DA trying to beat the case for the Commonwealth because the Commonwealth are not just trying to hide the truth.
Well, it's like you said with the Gary Zarola shit. They know when and where to slide someone in. They know what judge to go in front of, how they're going to get away with it. You know, they know they can get away with it in front of certain judges. So they say, all right, let me try to slide this in real fast before, you know, Alan Jackson and the team shows up. Let me try to get this going quick. And he did. He got off a good amount of words what he needed to persuade that I wouldn't say persuade, but disclaimer, I would say he got that judge to go what he wanted. And
he did. He got everything in.
He got everything in. And he got it in.
Because even though they came in like the mob and they came in with their chest out, still that judge still felt a certain way. Because keep in mind, this is getting tried in the public eye, ladies and gentlemen. Hank Brennan knows he's on TV. So he's doing all this the same way he knows Karen Reed's on TV on these docs. He knows he's on TV too. So he's doing everything to make things sound so much bigger. And people are panicking. People are like, oh my God. But never forget Higgins at the waterfall. Never forget Jen McCabe saying, hey, I called Julie up to see if he walked home with Chris Albert. Well, why would you do that?
Right. When you know,
And she can't,
goddamn,
damn well he was just
yeah.
right there. So the point I'm trying to make is there's so many inconsistencies that these witnesses can't go back and renege on. It's all transcribed. So
Right.
anything they renege on and anything they change is like, hey, wait a minute. At another hearing, didn't you say this right here? You don't
Mhm.
remember? Check out this piece of paper right here. So they can't flip the script. They're already locked into what they said. So I understand things might seem a little crazy with pull glass out the face and these admissions that what he says. And unfortunately, it can be looked at that way. I don't know about in the courtroom. You can fight that in the court, but the jury right now, they're going to have at least, they're saying the jury pool's like 2,000. They're going to go through 2,000 people if they have to. That's how much this case reached out. It was in the Herald.
I thought I heard today on the news, Judge Bev say that they were going through 100 or something, like recently, or 100 Norfolk people. How are you going to get 100 people from Norfolk County that haven't been on YouTube, haven't seen all these shows, haven't heard all this bullshit? How are you going to get 100 people? You say 100 because that's what I heard. But how are you going to get that and get some honest people up there? You're going to get people that either believe that this is what it is, what's going on, all these cops doing this dirty shit, or you're going to get people that believe she did it. And in Norfolk County, as we've been seeing how they've been playing everything so far, are we going to get a good jury? Are we going to get people like Dennis Sweeney who stand outside all day? Free Karen Reed or free TB or whatever?
They're not looking for that. They're looking
Then
for people that know a little, like probably little to nothing about the case.
But
Allegedly. Let me go
allegedly,
through these super chats real quick. B. Mateo, manifest positivity. We know how Karen Reed feels. Freedom is priceless. Indeed. B. Mateo.
sure is.
Becky G. Hank has the Commonwealth, but Karen has an army of long gamers. We have your back, Karen, for sure.
Yes.
Nurse Deb, Hank is a snake. Free Karen Reed, for sure.
Yep.
Rico, best show. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kevy
Rico.
Kev on the check-in. Hank's
Kevy
another
Kev.
snake in the grass. What's up,
Yeah.
Kevy Kev?
Shit.
Yeah, so first and foremost, Turtle Boy already signed with Mark Wahlberg for a movie. Okay. That's awesome. Let me just say this. So 3 days of Karen Reed, 5 hours of content, and the waterfall once again was glossed over.
I watched
Now-
it today, and I'm
now
just
keep in mind-
real quick because I
Go
forget, and you got a good
Go ahead.
memory.
No, go ahead. Take it away,
When
bro.
we talk about this, right, and the gloss over, I think she picked up what we was putting down, how they keep glossing over this waterfall, because I heard her mention something that I understand there's a lot of stuff that people want me to say and my attorneys to say, but I trust in them and basically like what they're doing, and what we got is what we're going with, and that's that. Like almost to say like I understand people want me to say more or less like what happened at the waterfall or what happened on the ride too, but we're going to go in this direction and I trust my attorneys. That's what I got with it. So, but now what I think you're going to go with, and I'll let you take off, is exactly what he's going after Yannetti for. So it's going to have to be brought up because Yannetti named a few people that had motive, right?
All right, first and foremost, right? We go back to the 5 hours of Karen Reed, right? And I agree with what you said, James. Absolutely. Right? Keep in mind, that was during the trial. During the trial. See, if the people out there, all you non-believers out there that are going to say Karen was loose with her lips, she said this about the mother, and she said this and she said that. Keep in mind, she's in a hotel. They called it the war room. Yeah. Everybody's in there fighting for her life. Literally. Fighting for her life. Literally. Fighting for her life, going back and forth to court every day. Right? It's wavy, it's up and down, and you got cameras on you. Let me tell you something about these producers. These producers will get in Karen's head, have the cameras off camera, get Karen in a mood, get her endorphins up. Karen, it's looking so good. Everything's so good. Everything's so great. It's so great. And you know what? And what about this? And what about that? And you know, and what's your favorite you know, ice cream bar? And you know, just random shit. And then, oh, by the way, turn the camera on.
Yeah.
And then you get her loose. If she drank a nip, she smoked a blunt, I don't know. I'm just saying. Smoking a blunt and drinking a nip is not illegal. I'm just saying. You're feeling good, and she's thinking she's gonna beat this case. What other way, when you're fighting for your life, not to think that you're gonna beat this case?
Right.
So she feels like she's gonna beat this case, so she's gonna say whatever she wants, because the way she was looking at it, that this documentary was gonna come out after she got a not guilty, and when it came out, it doesn't matter what she said, whether you liked it or not, she's not guilty. Problem is that didn't happen. Now, opportunist, the coyotes, the yotes, the fucking yotes, they run in packs.
Packs, they be
so what do they do?
Schools, man.
They're behind the school. The yotes come out. What do? They got all this content. Now they turn around and they turn around. They move some things around. They take our influences out of there. The Turtle Boys, well, whoever, I think LT, what's his name? LTL? Is that his name?
Yeah, LTL.
Yeah, Brian. They took him out of there. They took Nick Rocco out of there.
And who did they put in?
They inserted
Cleveland,
and they inserted Krowski.
Oh shit!
Hank Brennan's right hand man, and they don't even identify this guy. They don't even identify him as a lawyer and who he is and what he stands for. He's Hank Brennan's guy. They just put this guy in there just running his mouth, and they don't identify him as Colin Albert's lawyer, because that's who he was. So they don't identify him, the bias, as he was Colin Albert's lawyer, so he's biased. They just throw him in there. There was no one from our side. Keep in mind, they interviewed Karen Reed's friends from school and all these different things, and they didn't put none of them in there. So the opportunists, the yotes, turned around, seen how the trial was moving, and put it out right before trial started. Now, Karen, if you're going to tell the story, you non-believers, Karen's brave. Karen was like, whatever you're going to do it. Fuck it. Put it out. I didn't do it. Put it out. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Do your best, yeah.
Do your best. Do your worst.
Yeah.
So if you watch the whole thing, I don't think it was that bad as far as the points out there that it could be somebody else who did this. Now, does it exactly say why? We all want to know why it happened. Well, we know why it happened. She kind of mentioned it, didn't she? Oh, yeah, she mentioned it. No. Oh, she mentioned it, but she glossed over it. Now, the segue into what my man, James Jackson, said to JFK, Yannetti had to mention the third-party culprit. And he had to mention the 3 suspects. You want to name them, James?
Sure. Brian Higgins, a.k.a. Kevin from South Boston, Brian Albert, and Colin Albert.
Now, he named all 3 of them. Now, this Tuesday coming up, she's going to want to know why with the third-party culprit, because they're going to try to kick that out of there. They don't want to do it. Right? They're going to want to know why there's a third-party culprit. Why do you think they did it? So where's the why? So we all know. We all know why. So guess what? Your boy's JFK, the waterfall video is going to be on and popping on the why. Best believe that. Now,
man, I just thought for a moment back to when we first started and everybody said, you guys need to get away from that waterfall. You guys need to stop talking about sound bites. You guys need to stop thinking Karen's going to talk on a YouTube channel.
Hold on a minute, James. We got some turbulence. I got to take it up, bro. Holy shit, James. It's early, bro. I was trying to do the monologue. Shit, James. What are you doing? Hold on. I got to play something for that, man.
Guys. You guys are the best.
James, my anxiety. My anxiety, James. Oh, Jesus. My anxiety's going through the roof.
Oh shit!
Oh man, I had to take that back.
Made fraudulent statements. Is he listening?
Hold on, I gotta take that back. Let's go.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
He said that I stood up here just a second ago and attacked witnesses and bashed witnesses and made fraudulent statements.
Let's go, chat. Friday night.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me, and my anxiety.
Let's go.
Rolling anxiety in 3, 2, 1. Anxiety,
Whoa.
keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah. Anxiety, shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me. Is my anxiety.
Nice. Look at her shirt, Jay. Rhode Island Lately. Disclaimer.
Nice.
From Florida, what's in that clip with water? No limits, no borders. What's in that new world order?
And that's when you found me. I was waiting in the garden.
Nice, Patrick. Happy birthday, Patrick.
There's a part of me that
Happy birthday, Pat. We're jamming out, mellowing out. Currently at 28,000.
it was serious. Were you serious? They told me
You better
they were
off.
only curious.
Really?
Now it's serious.
How we feeling, chat? Let's go.
Open up the door. Can they open up the door?
Jen McCabe.
I know you said before you can't cope
Say
with
what?
anymore. It told me it was war. Said you'd show me what's in store. I hope it's not for sure. Can you open up the door?
Please, Pastor Pepper.
Let this shit build up. Let's go. Woo!
And they tell me it's all in the trap. And you don't know if you'll make it back. I say no. You say that.
Did Brian Albert come out of the house?
No,
Did Nicole Albert come out of the house?
no,
Hold on, that's J.F.K.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pepper.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
He said that I stood up here just a second ago and attacked witnesses and bashed witnesses and made fraudulent statements.
Yes, we got some turbulence. Yes, my anxiety. Everybody's anxiety. Everybody needs to calm down.
Calm down.
Scott, Hank tried to make Karen's mentality just as she arrived at 34 as a reason for murder. If so, Higgins' mentality moments before at Waterfall should then also be relevant. And that's exactly what they're going to show. That's why on Tuesday, when they talk about that third-party culprit, that part of the video is going to be played big time, right? So what I want to do is tonight, I want to take you through a couple of clips, and we could talk on some things. So we'll do this. We'll do this. I don't want to play too much because they'll try to ban your boy. But
Oh yeah, we don't.
I'll play this. I'm right at the neck of the woods.
So the jury came in reporting to the court that they are deadlocked. The foreman used pretty strong language that they had, gone through an exhaustive.
Don't tell me they caught it, Jay.
That quick? No way.
During deliberation, we found out that the jurors could hear chanting, yelling, and screaming from that side of the building, and that enraged me. You cannot have a deliberating jury hearing chanting from a block away as they're trying to make their decision. Unfair.
I will now ask you, Mr. Foreman, and members of the jury to return to your deliberations.
I think if the jury had bought the conspiracy theory, I think we would have probably heard from them very quickly. But I think
Ted 3.
So in that clip right there, Homeboy said that during the deliberations, they were hearing free Karen Reed and all these different things, and he was upset. And Karen Reed said, I just want to go home, get a meal, and get a drink. Now, keep in mind, these are the things that people are pulling out, right? Oh, why would a girl being charged with hit and run want to go home and get a drink and all this? Well, an innocent person would want to go home and get a drink.
Right.
See, you can flip it and make it seem like she's this psycho, right? Which that's what they're going to do, right? They're going to flip it and make it seem like she's a psycho and that she's just, it's all a lie and they got this text stream data. Well, Hank Brennan, you talked about the text stream data, right? That's what you talked about, buddy, Hank. You talked about this.
The text stream data is critical. The text stream data is critical in this case because it shows time and place with the new information that we have. So we know from the Waze information exactly where that car went from the waterfall to the flagpole. We know where it didn't stop along the way. We know, based on the phone data, Mr. O'Keefe's phone data, when he was in the car until. We have all that evidence, and as a bioengineer, he can consider all of that technical data, which will be introduced through other witnesses at trial before he testifies. And it's important. The location and timing of that car is important. This is all science and data. It's not witness testimony. It's science and data. And it puts that car at that flagpole at the time Mr. O'Keefe is there with his cell phone, locked into the Bluetooth in that Lexus until he gets out of the car after 12:30. And within 2
Hank, you fucked up, buddy. Do you not remember that Nagel pulled up? Do you not remember that the girl Julie Nagel came walking outside and said the truck wasn't even there when she was there? She can't renege on that, buddy. See, JFK is here to remind everybody what they said is transcribed. I understand it gets crazy in the public opinion. You start seeing all this stuff, you get a little nervous, your anxiety. That's why I played that song. We all a little anxious. We don't like what he's doing. Karen said she wanted to go home during a trial to get a meal and get a drink. The non-believers, the Dollies of the world, the Boundlesses, the dude who smiles, Pleblin, who thinks this is a fucking joke, who said on this documentary that Brian A. didn't come outside because it was windy out and he had the storm windows down. How the hell do you know he had the storm windows down? He said that.
And it's like they take a little soundbite like that. There are people out there that can have a meal and a glass of wine and be fine. You know, it may have not been, you know, it could have, I would have maybe left that part out just for this case, you know, to say the least, what's going on. But there are people that can do that. And that's what's
Let me just, can I hit Plevlin with this? Plevlin, Boundless, Dolly, all you haters out there, you.
And you.
And don't forget.
You wrong. You wrong.
Oh, we're gonna get to that too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, James. Keep going, brother. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's a normal reaction after fighting for your life, thinking now everybody thinks now this is new, that it just happened yesterday. That's what people's minds go to. Oh, it's a new documentary. It must have just happened a couple of days ago. No, this was last year. This was during the trial last year.
This is June of 2020, almost a year ago.
Yeah. So, and mind you, this is her, like, basically feeling that, you know, she had a great chance.
She's in the middle of deliberations. What do you think she's gonna say? I want to go home and fucking do push-ups.
And I'll tell you, watching it and just seeing and being able to meet Karen and seeing how Karen is, she's very, like,
I mean, come on, man.
But when Yannetti said, when he said this, Karen, like, he was walking behind her, and Karen walked in that room first, and she broke down because she was just, it was like defeation. Like, she felt defeated. And he's like, Karen, you know what? You've held it together this whole time, and
she
now
started crying.
He goes, you're so strong. You're just a very strong. Like, that had me, like, thinking, like, come on, man. Guilty people don't do this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it going to be a guilty person and saying she wants to go have a drink?
Right.
Why can't it be the other way? I don't understand. Why do you think she did this? She did this because she's a narcissist. She's trying to get away with crime. That's what you think. You think a woman who never been in trouble for crime in her whole life came up with this idea to put herself out there and be able to take it without cracking? Like, come on, man. Like, that, she's not a criminal. She's just being herself, and you guys don't like her. Just face the facts. You don't like her. But that doesn't make her guilty. That's okay. You don't like her. Fine. Whatever. I don't like you.
Right.
I don't like half you dudes out there. I wouldn't share a slice of pizza with half these clowns out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, and I'm not saying my long game is, I'm saying the clowns like the Plevlins and the Boundless and all these dudes. Like, if I seen them dudes on the courthouse stairs and they came to shake my hand, I would walk away like they had bed bugs.
Yep.
I don't shake people's hands. I don't talk with both sides of my mouth. When I see you, you're not getting a dap. I ain't giving you shit. I ain't giving you nothing. Get the fuck away from me. That's what I'm going to tell you. So, Plevlin, if I see you, the fuck away from me. Dolly, get the fuck away from me. That's what I'm going to say. That other weird dude that everybody gives passes to, that talks all that shit on camera, who's that other clown? They be having him on the show. Tom CPU puts him on the show.
Oh, Grant Smith. Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. Take a fucking shower. Issue in a shower for you.
Go play in traffic.
Yeah, nah, issue shower.
I don't play that game, man. I don't play that. That's not the way I'm built. If I don't, like, what do we got in common? Like, seriously.
Exactly.
You want to see a girl go to prison for something that at the end of the day, she's overcharged. No matter how you look at it. If there was any truth to this, I'm getting hyped up now. I need to calm the fuck down. Right?
You're gonna be all right.
So,
you're gonna be all right.
If anything, she's being overcharged, and it's a manslaughter. And honestly, it should have been a district court case. It shouldn't even have been a superior court case. So, at the end of the day, why do you want to see her get smoked in prison? Like, I don't understand. You're gonna rat on me. Plevlin's the type of dude who'll see me put a polo in the bag and say, he just put a polo in the bag.
Yo, I swear our long gamers must think we steal polo. Because I always got it on. You got it on.
Disclaimer.
These motherfuckers.
Yo, what are you doing, man? You gotta chill out because they're gonna know. They're gonna know, Jay. Yes! Olo's in the bag. Let's go!
Yeah. The is it standard in Massachusetts? I hope not. I've never seen that in my life. But if I had a nickel for every time I said I've never seen this in my life, as it pertains to the Massachusetts justice system, the criminal justice system, I'd have a lot of nickels.
Uncle Alan, you got tons of nickels, man. But yeah, he would have a lot more. He would definitely have.
My point is, right? Why do we automatically assume because she says a soundbite like that it's got to be a negative thing? That's one, right?
Because they're always looking for a negative thing out of Karen, no matter what she does. Like you heard him say, she can't smile, she can't laugh, she can't cross her legs, she can't do this. He's like, listen, woman, I'm just giving you, I'm third party. I'm just letting you know, because they go at her for everything, man.
Yeah, you're right, brother.
Everything. But so, Jay, this new thing, because, I had my thing I had to take care of this week, but this new thing I saw with Yannetti, do you think this is really going to happen? Can they do that? Like, it's still attorney client privilege, I would think, no?
Yes. I'm going to touch upon that 1 second. Trying to play the soundbite.
Kelly Reed, how are you? Hank would tell on you for copying in junior high. Yeah, he probably would. Oh, the chat. I see. The chat's always like that, though. Say you can't see me because of the chat? Chat's always on this side.
I can't believe how many commercials this thing has.
What's that? The the new one?
Yeah. It's insane.
He wasn't scared on the street. That was funny, man. Everyone thought J.F.K. was gonna get canceled. Mikey was like, "Yeah."
He's like, "Stop."
Yeah, so I will be right over to your channel. We'll be calling that young jerks fuckery donuts.
Yeah, he would have had to do that, right? Let me play this. Let me play this clip real quick. Check it out.
I'm going to ask you, sir, if you'll pay close attention to what's been zoomed. Sergeant, were you able to see that video okay?
Yes.
What did you notice about the rear wheel of the Traverse?
Based on the motion in the shot with the snow falling, it appears that there is movement.
The video of Karen Reed backing out of John O'Keefe's garage and tapping his car, I think is clear evidence that she could have cracked her taillight then.
There's a debate. Did she really hit the car, or did the tire move? Did it crack the taillight?
police say, yeah, we went and looked at that car. There was really no damage, and there was no taillight pieces on the ground at John's house. So if she cracked her taillight, wouldn't there be at least a piece or two, found? They're saying that they didn't find any. There are some people who think that Karen intentionally backed into John's car to create this other plausible theory for her taillight.
If you believe the defense's version of events.
Damn,
I don't know about
Ted needs to calm the fuck down, man. You let another reporter say that.
right.
That's Ted. But I mean, I don't know about all that either. But there was another soundbite where Karen said to Jen McCabe, wasn't it, that she had to pick up some pieces, and she kind of just like pulled some pieces out when she backed into it or something.
Yeah, she says she pulled some out of like it fell into like the encasement of the taillight, which is very possible, right?
Yeah.
So the thing with what I'm trying to say is this, right? This was during trial. This documentary. This is when she's at her. I mean, so many emotions are going through her. So if you're gonna act like if you was on trial for murder, you was gonna act a certain way. Like, how was she supposed to act? She was just being herself. And she was expecting to be found not guilty, and the Coyotes took advantage and dropped it right before trial because they're looking for ratings. They know if they drop it right now before trial, it's right before the ratings. It's all timing. Karen could have pushed, right? Could have made some pushback from it, right? She didn't. You don't hear her coming out saying, hey, I wasn't in my right frame of mind, and don't do this and don't do that. Nope, she's like, yo, put it out. So why don't you give her that same respect that she could have gave some pushback? Because the woman, Terry, is going around promoting it, and she's saying Karen said to put it out. She don't say, oh, Karen said not to put it out. Karen didn't say to put it out. And Karen was like, no, don't do that to me. Please. She's saying, no, Karen said put it out. So I don't understand. Like that's one. You know what I mean? So keep in mind. But Karen also said something in this documentary, and I'm going to try to find it. And I don't know why I can't find it.
But think about this: if Karen said don't put it out, they'd be like, "Oh, Karen said don't put it out," and it would be there's a yin and a yang to everything that she does. It seems like, because she's damned if she do, she's damned if she don't. If she said, "Oh, don't put it out," then they would have been like, "Oh, she's trying to hide something." You know how they're doing this with her.
Check this out.
After John was killed, I was confused and bewildered. There was no memory of anything happening, but I had been drinking, and it was late. I never heard from him again, ever, obviously. So I thought, could I have run him over? Did he try to get me as I was leaving and I didn't know it? I mean, I've always got the music blasting. It's snowing. I got the wipers going, the heater blasting. Did he come and hit the back of my car, and I hit him in the knee, and he was drunk and passed out and asphyxiated or something? And then when I hired David Yannetti, I asked him those questions the night of January 29th. Like, David, what if I ran his foot over, or what if I clipped him in the knee and he passed out or went to care for himself and he threw up or passed out? And David said, yeah, then you have some element of culpability.
Wow.
So, with that being said, you asked me a question about today about him trying to get the attorney-client privilege. So his argument is this: between January 29th to February 2nd, when she first got arraigned, that everything was attorney-client privilege. And we also heard the rumor that Proctor, the reason why he was so mad and he said these bad things about her, because he read her text messages between her and a lawyer.
Right.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Right. So that's a rumor, right? Now, if that was
Can't
true,
believe what Proctor says too. Can't.
No, but hold on. But if that was true, I'm sure he would have said that in them text
Yep.
messages to his boys.
To his
On
boys,
his
he would have
private
been
phone.
like, "Yo, you know what she admitted to this attorney?" That would have been the first thing he said.
That would have been the first thing. So anxiety, I get it, people. But this guy, Sneaky Hank Brennan, Gary Zarola 2.0, Krowski, who defended Gary Zarola. You guys don't know who Gary Zarola is. He was the magician out in the North Shore area as a lawyer. He beat guys with kilo cases. Dude walked inside the Squire, a strip club, shot a dude point blank in the face, and he got him and not guilty. These are who these guys work with. There was a squad of these dudes who were getting all the drug dealers off when there was money. But Krowski, his practice is in the toilet. Hank Brennan, their practice is in the toilet because the drug game's dead because everybody's ratting. So we ain't paying you $500 an hour. The criminals ain't paying $500 an hour when they can just rat on their boys and work with Higgins.
Or the
So
dealer.
what did he do? So what is he going to do? He's going to take a job with the Commonwealth to get that $200,000 because you know what Hank's doing? He's gambling again.
No.
He's a degenerate, but he's using tactics. He's getting creative. So he took that soundbite and he's saying because she said that in the public, he waived her attorney-client privilege because she said that. You know when she said, I hired him? And she said, I talked to him and he said there was some culpability? Boom. She said it, right? So therefore, the attorney-client privilege is waived.
Yeah, but okay. So my next question would be, so say all right, I got a case. You get a free consult. That consult is still attorney-client privilege. That attorney cannot go and talk and say, I did this or I did that. Or he told me this and he told me that. That's still attorney-client privilege. Even if he's not hired, you still got a free consult with them.
But she said she did hire him.
Well, then,
In that
if
clip.
if he's hired, then I would think even more that
You didn't hear the clip?
No, and that's why I said to you, I didn't hear. I had my thing going, so I didn't. I'm just catching up.
No, I'm saying I just played the clip.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard the clip you just played. But what I'm saying is, he was already. So that even more makes it that they shouldn't let that in, because he was
Jackie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate you so much, Jackie. Kev. I don't mean to cut you off, James. I'm just gonna get through some. If I was a juror and I saw the Waterfield video, I'd have reasonable doubt. 2 words, do it, AJ. Exactly. JFK, can you call out the list of the clowns for me? Oh yeah, I'll do it for you. I got you. Go ahead, James. You're saying that the attorney-client privilege. Yeah, absolutely. There's attorney-client privilege.
I think it would be more because
but he did that motion because what he's trying to do is that motion gets emotion. So he knows. What did I tell you about Gary Zarola? I know I keep name dropping this dude's name, but what did I tell you about a guy who's similar to him? They learn the same tactics. What did he do? He called a fucking canine dog to the stand to shake everything up. All he's doing is trying to shake everything up to show emotion. He wants everybody to look mad, agitated, pissed off. He's going to push that line, man. And this girl, Bev, is going to let it go. And that's what he's hoping on. He's hoping that he could get them looking crazy. And the jury is 50-50 because here's the thing. When you do the third party culprit, it is 50-50, no matter how you look at it. Because now they're going to go in and say there's a third party culprit, right? And they're going to say Karen didn't do it. They did it.
Right.
So now all they got to prove, Hank Brennan's got to prove is that everything they're saying is not true. And now you got to believe. Who do you believe? But now all of a sudden you got sound bites from Karen saying, "Oh, he jumped out the car and he took my vodka, and he walked away." So right off the bat, the jury's saying, "Well, she was drunk." Then they play that clip right there. Well, I didn't really remember. I was drunk, but I did remember, but I didn't remember. So these are the things. It's 50-50 because if they don't believe in if they believe the butt dials, which they should. Right? We all believed in it, right? Look at us. We all believed in it. The long gamers believed in it, but that's what he's gambling on. So at the end of the day, it's all about a performance. Y'all seen this documentary, right? And you seen at the end when Alan Jackson had all the cards laid out when he was going over his summation, right? And then you seen Yannetti go, "That was fabulous, Alan. That was fabulous." Like they were doing, like they were going on tour, right? That's all this is. It's a performance. So who's going to have the better performance? Who's going to be held down more? Who's going to do their composure? Karen just went through this. You can't blame her for being aggravated. You see that. You see her right here. You see this right here. Look at this. This is a new picture. This was her looking at Hank the other day.
Yep. When she walked in,
she was heated. She's like, "I can't believe you, man. Look at her. Pissed." Soundbite Hank bit off more than he can chew. So this is what it is. It's 50-50. Now, me personally, the third-party culprit, I don't know if I would have went with that. I might have went in and said, "Hey, you couldn't find her guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. There's no way beyond a reasonable doubt will you find her guilty." But when you start saying third-party culprit, all he got to do is debunk. Now, let's get into that. He's got a new person in there, right? That just did a reenactment of the car that I showed earlier bumping into John's car. That person, he's got a whole reenactment video. That guy, he basically shows everything, right? Like how tall the car is, how the tail light didn't hit, how it was just he hit the tire, there was no mark. He's going to go in with all this reenactment, right? The question is, do we have a reenactment?
Not yet.
Right? So where's the reenactment video of the waterfall?
We got that.
Because if they're just going to watch the surveillance video, all Hank got to say is, "Oh, he wasn't talking to John. They were kidding."
Right.
Because it doesn't show the distance. But guess what? We showed the distance. Oh, and by the way, do they got somebody that laid in the snow that drove by 34 Fairview? I mean, come on. We had this whole winter. I hope Alan Jackson has someone lay down in that snow.
Man, I was so close to it too. We were gonna have that. But you know,
I mean, but I'm saying, like, where's our reenactment? Because they're gonna have a reenactment. This guy's got a reenactment of the whole shit. Of the car bumping into to debunk the tail light hit.
Saying it didn't match up. It didn't line up.
It didn't match up. Yep. And they're gonna play. Hopefully, they're gonna play it on the 25th. We're gonna see it on the 25th. To go.
Don't forget, this is the guy that also said he had a imprint of Chloe.
Yeah, but we seen it. We seen it though. We seen the reenactment. It leaked out. Remember when I played the video of I forget one of the clips that I played. I played a clip and then it showed the reenactment.
It wasn't snow on the ground, right?
There was no snow on the ground.
Yeah,
that was the that was the reenactment video. Yeah.
Oh goddamn.
So he did the reenactment. So here's another thing. So you got a reenactment of the waterfall where the whole shit went down to show that if he just wanted to talk to Higgins, all he had to do was walk over one table and just say, "John O'Keefe, hey, you coming with us?" Why was people grabbing arms? Yeah. Why was there distance? Why was there this issue?
You took the stand and considered him a friend, right? He said he was a friend of yours. Why wouldn't you just walk over?
You text him. Yeah. You text him, "Are you coming here?"
Yep.
Why did you have to text him that when you could have just walked over to him and say, "Are you coming here?"
Simple.
But in that stupid ass footage with the bug eye lens, with the fisheye lens, it makes it look further apart.
Yep, wide, further, length,
so
everything.
There's that. Number two, if John went to the house and Higgins wasn't there, would John get beat up?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Exactly. So it started with Higgins. And why did it start with Higgins? 11:32, I'm well. 10:55, be clear. Higgins, John O'Keefe walks in, walks right over to Higgins.
Let's bring it back a couple days. John O'Keefe knew what was he was sussing that out. He knew something was going on. Higgins is
Karen
over
was
there.
texting. Karen was texting Higgins saying, "Hey, he went over that video 10 times of me walking you outside and said, what's
Yep.
the deal?" Higgins said, "Did he see us kiss? I don't want no drama, dude." Right, Higgins?
Yep.
Right, Kevin? Is that what you
You
said,
didn't
buddy?
want no drama, dude. Well, then why are you over there kissing allegedly your friend, R.I.P. John O'Keefe? Why are you kissing his girl, man? With the kids there?
You wanted all the drama.
You wanted it all.
Then you showed up at the bar after that New York trip because it was a big joke, and they were pushing you like, "Hey, man, if you're gonna step to him, do it." And then
Yep.
you had him bust your move.
That was the big conversation on the way back from New York to Boston.
So this is the third party culprit, right? This is what we're talking about. So let's say it again. If John goes to 34 Fairview and Higgins is not there, would he got beat up?
No, I don't believe so, in my opinion.
Who would he have beef with? I mean, Calling might have said a few words or whatever, and who knows, right? But, I'm just saying. We're talking about setting it off. Because here's the thing. You got to understand, it was John who wanted to go to 34 Fairview. It was John who wanted to go see Higgins. So John went in there with that energy. You take Higgins out the picture, the energy's different.
Right.
You take Higgins out the picture. If Higgins was never there at that bar and they all hung out and said, "Come back to 34 Fairview," he wouldn't have went in there thinking like, "Yo, my girl's messing with this dude," or "Why is this dude texting my girl?" or "Why is my girl acting funny?" and "Why is she ignoring this dude?" or "Why is she acting like he's seen her acting funny?" See, Karen says she don't really remember anything. That's cool. But John 100% seen Karen ignoring this dude.
Right. You gotta understand too, these are cops, these are ATF agents, these are they're people of the law. They know this is what they look for. They're looking for shit like this. Even when they're just chilling, they're still looking for shit like this.
Facts.
Yeah. So
Facts.
John knew. He knew.
He went there. So now Hank Brennan is saying that she broke her oath, right? Her client attorney privilege by saying that when I talked, there was some culpability. Now the question is, we got to go back to right here. We got to go back to Jen McCabe. We can never forget what Jen McCabe said. This is one of the main things they fumbled on with her to begin with Jen McCabe. They never brought her back on the stand. They never brought her back on the stand to catch her in this lie.
And that she left him at the waterfall. Got into a fight.
They never brought this back. They never brought it back on the stand.
Right.
For one, to say, "Hey, you said you seen her at 12:40."
Right.
In 12:41, and you seen the car pull off when she was there at 12:36. They never brought it back on that. Because keep in mind, when they found out about the 12:36 connecting to the internet, they found that out later on after that state trooper Garano, was that his name, testified.
Yeah.
They didn't know this. They didn't know it. The whole timeline changed towards the end of the trial.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the opening statement was she dipped off at 12:40 or something like that. It wasn't 12:30 or 12:20. What was it? 12:29 and 10 seconds. She left and made it back to 1 Meadows Ave. Like they took it to every minute. Like she got there perfect. You know what I mean? Like she hit him, dipped. No one seen it. They were all looking out the window because she testified that she was looking out the window at 12:40 and seen the truck. What truck did you see?
Right.
Keep in mind at 12:31 you said you seen the truck and said, "Come in here." Then the next time you went to the window was at 12:40. 9 minutes later. A whole 9 minutes.
That's enough time for someone to pull off and someone else to pull up.
So did you see another truck?
Yeah.
They never brought it back on the stand. And not only that, they never brought it back on the stand to ask her this question right here. This was the first day when they said what Karen said to her. This was initially what Karen said to her, right? I believe this more based on Karen on these documentaries saying she didn't remember anything. Now, I'm not saying over time the memory didn't come back and things didn't clear, but I'm talking about in this moment in time.
Right.
I believe this. But watch how she changes it up.
And that she left him at the waterfall. got into a fight and that she left him at the waterfall.
And how do you respond?
I had just woken up. I was confused. I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, what are you talking about? And then she, told me that they had gotten into a fight and she left him there. And now where is he? And she was just.
Now, keep in mind, after that happened, after she said, let me hang up with you, right? The biggest mistake Karen made that night for picking up the phone call that she called Karen back. She called Karen back. So if you're watching Yannetti, if you're watching AJ, if you're watching Little, and Alessi, I know you're watching because you want a polo.
You want a polo. Got you.
You want a polo. If you're watching, she said, let me hang up with you and let me call Julie and see if he walked home with Chris.
Right. Why would she
say that?
Right. You know what it was? It was probably Maddie on the backup giving her a tap on the leg, doing one of these. Hold on. Hang up. Tell her you'll call her right back.
Exactly. Because Julie was probably going to be the one who was the next morning was going to be the one, because since Colin's the one that got into trouble, she would have to be the one to stick up for her son, right? Yeah. And discover John. Oh, I came to bring the donuts. Now, I kind of believe this shit. They got to stick with the story somehow. I came to bring the donuts, and John was on the lawn. I don't know how the fuck he got there. He must have got hit by a plow, because there's a window of opportunity. But not to jump too far ahead with my speculation, but I mean to tell you something, man. This seems like what happened, because now she says, let me hang up with you and see if he walked home with Chris. You know for a fact he didn't walk home with Chris. You just called him 100 times. You text him. You seen the car. Now look what she says right after on the 911 call. Look at what she says.
Was that you?
Yes, that was.
Is that the 911 call?
Yes, it was.
And what did you just say?
I said, I don't know. He got out of the car.
And this was at 6:03 in the morning, correct?
Correct.
And that 911 call, you said he got out of the car, didn't you?
I did, because Karen Reed had told me that she had left him there.
No.
She did? You just said the day before that she left him at the waterfall and she didn't remember shit.
You just, right? Man, why she didn't get called back on the stand was crazy. But like you said, going forward to this new trial, they can't change their story up. And if they
can't change their story up, because now that's the perfect thing. He could do the same thing over again and say, didn't you say you hung up with her? The problem was she admitted that she called Karen back. So Karen just calls her. I don't know where John's at. The last time I seen him, he was at the waterfall. We were getting trashed. I don't know what the fuck happened. He never came home. I don't know, Jen. I'm getting nervous. This is not like him. I'm sitting here with his kids. I'm bugging out. All right, listen, let me call you back and see if he walked home with Chris. Right? Maybe he's with Chris. There's a couple of girls that live in the neighborhood. Maybe he went to one of their houses. But the thing is, right, who knows what she said, but now she riles her up. If Karen would have never took that phone call back, and when she called her back, she said, hey, I just got off the phone with Julie, and Chris is sleeping like a baby. John never walked home with him. And matter of fact, my husband just tapped me on my ass and said, you were there. You were there, Karen. What do you mean I was there? Yeah, you were there.
Oh,
I don't know, Karen. What if he got out the car and he slipped and he got hit by a plow? The only thing that's out at this time of night, Karen, is plows.
Oh. Planted
That's
the
when this
seed.
whole shit started. Isn't that right, Jen McCabe? See, I don't understand why we gloss over this shit. At this point, Karen, you got on the Glera show. If you're watching, Karen, get on the JFK show. Because let's talk. Because this is what went down. This is how it went down. This is the testimony of this clown. I doubt it. You said to her, I believe you said, and because you're saying it, I just played the clip. You said you didn't really remember. I believe that. I believe
I
you
believe
probably
it.
didn't really remember.
Right.
Because that would explain why at 34 Fairview you wasn't saying who did this to him, because you really had you were in a blackout. Now I understand you can't say that, because then it would be like, well, if you're in a blackout, how do you know you didn't hit him?
Yeah. And that's what they would go with. It's like, that's why I get back to the yin and the yang. Whatever Karen says, she's damned if she's do, she's damned if she doesn't. You know, they're gonna say exactly what you just said. Well, how do you know you didn't hit him if you were in a blackout? And it's unfortunate, man. You know, but that Jen McCabe call, her answer on that.
Did I say Jen McCabe was on the glare? I meant Karen, right? Did I say Jen McCabe?
Oh, you said the glare. You said
Did I say Karen?
You said Karen.
I thought I said someone say Jen McCabe. You got to get on James Jackson's show.
Who said?
Yeah, I don't know. I seen I
No,
try
no.
not to read the chat. I thought.
Yeah, I know. Me
thought
too.
I
Because
said
then I
something
get lost. But what? Yeah, exactly. At this point, and you know, going through this, like we said, you know, she should get on a YouTube channel, and it's great that she got on the Glera. I looked at it yesterday. I think it was like 50,000 views, and that's 50,000 people that really care about her, you know, really know her innocence. And maybe not. Maybe some think she's guilty, but whatever. She didn't say anything that people are going to try to twist and turn and this and that. And, you know, people weren't gassing her up. It was real Karen, like her really speaking. So that's what she needs to do if she's going to go on anymore.
So let me play this clip right here and tell you exactly what we've been talking about, the third party culprit, okay? All right. So I hope you guys are picking up what we're putting down and trying to tell you. Anxiety, I understand. Hank Brennan, he knows he's in the public spotlight. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to shake shit up. He's trying to get us all nervous. But keep in mind, none of this is everything they did is transcribed. So they can't backtrack. But she mentioned Higgins in this documentary. Let's hear what she had to say about Higgins. She mentioned Higgins right here. Exactly what we said.
Across the lobby very angrily, and it made me stop in my tracks. I hear someone yell, "Who the was that?" And he said, excuse me. He said, "Calm down, that's Laura's little sister." I said, "Hi, nice to meet you." That's when Miss Reed's head snapped up, and she very loudly told me to go myself across the lobby. And I said, "Yeah, you too." She was waving her hands. Johnny was trying to calm her down.
Then I feel guilty and I apologize to her. It was just a bad trip. And that's how we started 2022. And then that rolled into the Higgins flirtation.
Testimony for the
Now, couldn't it be just as simple that this is during her trial, okay? All you people out there that hate on Karen Cleveland, especially you, bro, do not even show up to that courthouse. You need to be in the buffer zone in fucking Needham. You need to stay away from Dedham. Don't go by there. And this dude, Dolly, don't go by there, man. We don't need no negative energy around there. You know what I mean? And this other dude, whatever his name is, Grant, you need to go check into the fucking asylum. You need to go get a checkup from the neck up. You're loose.
It's wild
Loose
though, bro. When he's there, he tries to act like he's free Karen Reed, but he's like undercover. But it's just wild. But
he
know,
he calls Hank Brennan a genius.
Yeah,
he's a genius.
I mean, these are people that he admires. Do you know that Hank Brennan thinks Whitey Bulger was not a rat, Grant? These are people that you look up to. It just goes to tell you right there. I mean, I ain't got no beef with the guy, you know.
No, I got beef with him. Listen, I ain't got beef with you, but I don't like you. You think if you think Karen Reed is guilty, I don't like you.
Right.
Period. That's how I roll. I got love for Karen. I got love for James. So Karen's problem is my problem. I don't like you. I don't like you. What do I gotta like you about? Because it's not like you're saying you don't believe her story and that's it. No, you want her to fry. I don't believe in that, period. I don't believe that you should want her to fry.
Right.
Why you want her to fry for? What's that going to do? Her doing 20 years in jail, what's that going to do for you, Grant? Her getting a 20-piece chicken McNugget, what the fuck is that going to do for anybody? That's going to bring John back?
No.
Come on, man. Stop that shit, man. I don't believe in that. I don't. It's one thing if you got an opinion and you say, I think Karen Reed's guilty, fine. But if you say, I want Karen Reed to fry, that crazy bitch, and you start calling her names and all that, I'm not with all that.
No, I'm not with all that. Not with all that. You come near me with that shit where if I am outside the courthouse, you know, and you know what these people do? They'll run their mouths, but then they'll run to a statey and say, him. It was him. He's mean to me. So you can't do nothing about it. You can
Guess what? Guess what, Grant? I am a statey. Shut up. Get out of here. Hold on a second. The turbulence.
Turbulence in the chat. Y'all give me to push y'all up on something, man.
Oh.
This is your chat. This is your chat.
Whoa.
Now money ain't a problem. See, my dough is like,
whoa.
Got my bankroll on y'all niggas like,
whoa.
The boots went from 210 like, faggot wanna keep my blueprints. I'm like, had to hit the brakes on y'all niggas like, niggas getting both on my block like, coming home within a half an hour like, front like they had the manpower like, more or less. More so, I rip guitar so I live the fast life. Come through in the bright slow, nitro, mic flow, nice clothes, like whoa. Ease pain with cocaine, like whoa. Now I'm Doc Strange in the range, like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes, like whoa. Plus I'm getting brain from this chick, like
woo! Let's go, James.
Brave hearts.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Grey Goose and a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car's topless. Say that this is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you wish with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib. Same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town. Yeah, I've been there. You know where you and your men.
You ready, James?
I got something. The baseball bat. Rooftop.
You ready?
Bringing 88
like we're
back.
bringing 88 back.
Like we bringing 88 back.
Yes.
Back in 88.
Yeah. 88. Suck good. Like we bringing 88 back.
Back in 88. Back
like we bringing 88 back. JFK, like we bringing 88 back. With so much trauma, they stay lacking reflection. Always remain silent when they asking questions. Podcast and gossip, we stay stacking sessions. We idolize men because of platinum records. Curtains pulled back, I stay in center stage. You ain't no killer, they venture the case. You didn't ask for that time, you were trying to get away. Now you glorifying jail like it's 88. Come on. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up.
Yes.
Where them gangsters, where them dimes at? They
shoot.
I just wonder if where this ire and these invectives from Mr. Brennan come from. He said that I stood up here just a second ago and attacked witnesses and bashed witnesses and made fraudulent statements. Was he listening?
Is he listening?
I didn't bash a witness. I didn't attack a witness. I didn't make any fraudulent statements. The Commonwealth made their best effort to tether Miss Reed to Aiden Kearney. And they did it through a grand jury. And those members of the grand jury said no.
Spring of Love. Brennan has tested Cannoni with all the fraud he has perpetrated to the court, and she has admonished. He knows he has her wrapped. Yeah, you're right. Super sticker, $20. Thank you, Spring of Lover. Higgins' actions to Jen are going to be key to proving her innocence. Jen tried to control everything, and now she has too many lies to keep them straight. Facts, Becky G. Grant smells like shit.
Straight up, man. I was close to him, so I know.
B. Mateo, thank you. Rose D, like clockwork, 5 JFK memberships. Gotta love it.
Appreciate you, Rose D.
So, with that being said, right, she mentioned the Aruba trip. The Aruba girl is not coming in this trial.
Oh, no.
No. So, she mentioned the Aruba trip on this documentary and said after the Aruba trip is why she started talking to Higgins. Kevin from South Boston, you got to ask yourself this question, my man. Why doesn't she just want to talk about you? She said it was flirtatious. That's it. What do you think it was, James? Do you call it flirtatious?
Yeah, I kind of think it was like maybe she wanted John to see a little bit of flirting, just to be like, okay, well, you know, you're doing it, so I can do it too. Like two can play at that game kind of type of shit. Maybe, disclaimer, I'm just saying maybe at that point. But like we always say, it doesn't matter how Higgins felt or anyone else. It matters how John felt, how he took it. And obviously, he took it to a point where he felt he needed to go and address the situation at Brian Albert's house.
So here's the timeline that I got. Wouldn't it have been easier if Karen just said this? Wouldn't this be easier? Now, this is the third party culprit, right? We heard her mention Higgins. So it's 100% that Higgins started because of the Aruba trip. Now, everybody asked the question, why did she call him a pervert? Well, we just seen the girl on the stand say that she's her friend's little sister. And John said she's like a little sister. So if John's telling Karen in Aruba, this is like my little sister, and Karen goes outside and sees her all over this woman, who he just says like my little sister, Karen's going to be like, oh, you fucking pervert.
Yeah, she's young. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, everybody just watched this documentary. Is Karen not going to say that?
Right.
Can we all assume the first thing Karen's going to say is say, do your worst, you fucking pervert?
Disclaimer, right? For sure. No,
saying,
you're right. She gonna and
she's feisty.
She's feisty, and to get him and to hit him even more where it hurts. He's his job is what? What's he do for his as a cop?
Yeah, he checks. Yeah, he works in the sexual assault division.
Yeah,
or something like that.
So it's almost like, what are you doing, man?
That's your what? That's like your little sister. She's like 28, John.
Yeah.
Oh, when 10 years ago she was 16. Oh, you're gross, John. You fucking pervert, right?
Right.
But here's the thing. Now let's line it up. Let's line up the third party culprit. I do not know why she doesn't say it, but let me segue back into she does not remember.
Mm-hmm.
But she's in a pickle because she can't say she don't remember. And she says she don't remember, then if you don't remember, how do you know you didn't peel off and hit him? Well, I can tell you why. Because there wasn't 42 pieces of fucking taillight on the ground that morning. There wasn't a whole group of police outside. A Boston police officer wasn't sleeping through that mess.
11 people did not leave that house and not see a body.
Right. So that's number one.
Right.
But she's still stuck in this pigeonhole where she can't say she was blacked out, because then it's conscious of guilt or whatever.
Yep.
She'll be in the pickle. But me, speculation, I'll break down the timeline. Very simple, people. I've been saying this from day one. All my long gamers that been rocking with JFK, I'm going to tell you again and again and again and again. And if Karen, you're watching, I'm going to tell you. This is what I think. I don't know if it's 100%, but tell me if I'm right. Right now, I'm flying 39,000 above the bullshit. It's very simple. You went to Aruba. He started messing with this chick. This dude spun the block. Keep in mind, Karen, you're not to blame for all this. He spun the block. James, talk to him.
He spun the block. He came back.
Kevin from South Boston. He spun the block.
You could have kept him moving, man. You knew who she was. You knew that was John's girl. Man.
So she's not feeling like herself. She's got a brain tumor. She had her colon taken out. She's not feeling pretty. She's feeling taken advantage. She's drinking a lot.
Her and John
She got
fighting.
MS. She's got MS.
Yep.
Have you just never felt like have you ever had anxiety, man? Have you ever had anxiety?
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Have you ever had anxiety?
He said that I stood up here.
Have you ever had anxiety?
Witnesses and bashed witnesses.
Have you ever had anxiety?
Was he listening?
Didn't feel like yourself?
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me, and my anxiety. Yeah.
Karen, we got your back. Message from the flight deck. Karen Reed, if you're on flight right now, we have your back.
Rolling anxiety.
For sure.
2,
1.
Anxiety, keep
Free.
on trying me.
Karen
Feel
Reed.
it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah. Anxiety, shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
So we all know what anxiety's like, right? We all know what depression's like, manic depression. It all, whatever you want to call it. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm just saying when that mental health kicks on and you're not feeling like yourself, you either fight or you flight, right? And Karen wanted to check her market value, and this clown Higgins was right in the right spot at the right time. And he wanted to be in that spot because that's what he does. Like my man Kevy Kev says, 781. He's a professional creeper. He was in the right spot on purpose.
Yeah, he knew where to be.
How
Listen,
many
man,
times was he in front of that house?
Right. Waiting for her. Waiting for that moment where he would catch her out there weed whacking or washing her car down or John's car down. Creeping. TLC and that shit.
So what happened? She checked her market value. She said, hey, listen, I like you. I think you're cute. I think you're fine. Higgins jumped right in. When I first seen you, I was in love. Isn't that right, Kevin from South Boston?
God damn.
See, the third party culprit, your name was dropped, my dude. Your name was dropped, Higgins. How the fuck does that feel, Kevin from South Boston? But guess what? We got Soundbite Hank. Soundbite Hank. Soundbite Hank bit off more than he could chew. The truth is an acquired taste. Soundbite Hank bit off more than he can chew. The truth is an acquired taste. Hank Brennan is the soundbite master. But let me break this down to you, Kevin from South Boston. You spun the block. She checked her market value. Bam. She went to your house. You testified nothing went down. I don't know what happened. I believe you, I guess. It really doesn't matter. That's not my business. That's your problem, not me problem, man.
Right.
I can give two fucks what went on. Tell you the truth. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Let's be clear. I don't care. But that's what you said. Because if something did go down, I'm just saying that would make you more of a motive.
Right.
Right? Now, be clear. Disclaimer. I'm not saying that Karen did anything with Higgins, but keep in mind, if something did go down, it would make it more of a motive. Right? It would. I would assume so. Fucking claimer. Calm down, people. Don't hit my inbox up. Don't send super chats to Turtle Boy. Don't try to cancel me. Calm down. Take your Adderall and fall back.
Yo, the Adderall ain't gonna make him fall back.
Oh shit! But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Man.
So isn't the timeline something like this? You go to his house. The shit goes weird. She starts talking about John. Right? You find yourself in a pickle. You don't know what's going on. John and her make good. She chooses John. You get mad. Period. You leak it to your friends on this trip to New York. You know that chick Karen, the dude John?
No.
Yeah, I had his chick at my crib.
Right.
Yeah.
I could have done whatever and and building up this, and then when they get to the bar and they're like, yo, she's not even paying no attention to you, bro. The fuck was all that shit you was talking on the ride to New York, man? This girl's acting like she don't even know you. And he's like,
Kev.
oh yeah, watch this. Well, look, I just text her. And
you
then,
text her at 11:32, I'm well.
Yep.
From 11:47 to 11:55, you're peacocking. Karen, look at me. I'm an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
No, you're an ATF agent. You rat people out. You ruin people's lives, Kevin from South Boston. You hang out with people and say, I'm your friend. Look at me. I grew a beard. I'm in the Hells Angels. Can I drive a Harley with you? That's what you do, Kevin from South Boston. Let me see all the guns you got. Wow, you got a great gun collection. The next day, there's fucking helicopters on the guy's roof. You do dudes dirty.
Man.
And this the same, you did the same way you did John dirty. You do the criminals dirty and you did John dirty the same fucking way. You got to come out clean, Kevin from South Boston.
You had the nerve to sit on a stand and say, I consider him a friend. You should have never said that, man. You consider him a friend, so now anybody that considers you a friend is going to think you're a suspect. When now they can't even invite you over when they have their women home. Or, they're going to be thinking, this guy isn't here to watch the game. He's here to watch my wife cook. Kevin from South Boston. Creep ass dude.
Hey, how do you cook?
Hey, what are you making?
What are you making? Can I have a cookie?
Yeah. I think you need to put a little more.
Hold on a minute. I got something in my bag. Here's a coin. It's an ATF coin. It's good. It's great. I paid $150 a piece. Hold on a minute. I got them 5-gallon water jugs, Kevin. Let me put them against the door because I'm scared to death. Someone might come barging in. Isn't that right, Kevin? You were putting 5-gallon water bottles in front of your door during this time, March 2022. Kevin from South Boston. You was on Match.com after this went down. So this is the shit you practice.
Goddamn. Show him his match. It's
yeah, Kevin.
Damn, Kev, this is what you did.
Damn, Seaside don't even mess with you no more, bro.
Yeah, Seaside. The whole crew that you grew up with.
Damn, son.
Soundbite ain't. Look at this. Enjoys. Well, let's read it, Jay. You read it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Match enjoys backstabbing his friends and setting people up, giving out ATF coins. His favorite things are the waterfalls, fighting, lying, and betrayal. God damn.
At your house again. Are we more than friends? There's so much that I wanna say, but I gotta hold back. So scared how you react. I just hide it all away. I could give you it all. Any minute could fall. Any minute the week go round and round. I don't wanna mention.
Rick Karen Reed, let's go.
Feel it slipping, so please don't
Woo!
let me down. Me down. I got
Let's go, people. Friday night, y'all.
You know we connect more than just a sex, but are you gonna let me in? I can set you.
Thank you, Cap Pajamas. 10. 10.
Instead, you putting out a flame. I could give you it all. Any minute could fall. Any minute the week go round and round. I don't wanna mention commitment, but I feel it slipping. So please don't
42.
let me down. I got the words I love you sitting on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I feel like as soon
This
as
is your song, Kevin.
you're just gonna get up and run. You're gonna run away. Run away.
Come on, Kevin from South. Let's go. Woo!
Sitting on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I feel like as soon as they leave my mouth, you're just gonna get up and run. You're gonna run away. If I say it now, then one day I wake up and you are down.
42.
So I just say it with the words I love you sitting on the tip of my tongue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Standing Stones. So, Kevin from South Boston, you were just named in the third-party culprit for the second time. So let's break it down. You took the block. She checked her market value. You 13-step, meaning you knew some shit was going on between her and John. You knew that early. You knew she still was with John. You know how you knew that? Because she was in front of John's fucking house. That's how you knew that.
And she straight up told you, get the fuck away from me. My husband's a Boston cop.
So, bam, you straight 13-step. You straight violated probation. You're in violation of penal code 54321.
Yep.
You fucked up, buddy. All right, Kev? You know and I know. And like I tell you, buddy, I ain't got nothing personal with you, my man. Call in right now. My phone line's open. Call in. Talk to me. They got you again because here's the timeline, my man. It's this simple. I don't know why Karen don't throw you out there because it's this simple. You stopped talking to her. She came to your house. You stopped talking to her. You talked on January 23rd. She hit you up. You said, hey, why are you hitting me up? She said, oh, we can still talk. Then she ghosted you again. That night you went to the bar. We know why you went to the bar. You went to the bar to start shit. Chris A told you, hey, I just was at D&E Pizza. I talked to John. I peeked in the window with CF McCarthy's. John's in there with Karen. Do you want him to come over there with him, with John? And we could get down to the bottom of it. Let's see how she reacts. Yeah, tell her to come through. Because that's what type of time you're on. You're sussing the situation out.
Yeah.
Right? You want to blow up her spot. You're just looking for something. You're trying to entertain yourself. This is what you do. You entertain people. You entertain yourself by fucking people over. That's what you do. Like when you're on the motorcycle. You're a fucking Hell's Angel. Look at me. I'm on the chopper. You like
Do you
my
wear
beard?
a wig? Do you wear a wig with the long hair? With the bandana on? And fucking fake tattoo? Look at them. Fake tattoos. All that.
And then people trust you. People
you.
trust you. Hey, look at this 9. Look at this Glock. Look at this. We're going to go sell this over here. And you turn around and say, yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Yeah, matter of fact, here's 30 more guns. You give them 30 more guns. And then you come and arrest them for the 30 guns that you gave them.
Yeah.
And you ruin their life.
After you hooked up with their wives.
After you know everything about them. And that's what you do, man. That's you fuck people over. That's the line of business you're in. It's no different than what happened here. People say, hey, you did that to criminals. It's different, man. Criminals are criminals. But when you infiltrate and go undercover and act like a criminal and then fuck a criminal over, you got to be a real certain stomach to do that. Because
Yeah.
that conscience, because that's going to give you the same type of muscle memory to do to people. You really don't care about people.
Right.
And it shows you don't care about John. If you cared about John and you cared about Karen and you cared about the truth, you would just speak on it.
Right.
But you're not. You're still trying to cover your ass. So boom, the 23rd comes. Then the 29th comes. You text 11:32, I'm well. 11:47 or 11:55. You're peacocking. And then you give Big Bad Brian A kiss. 11:58. You throw your hands up. The pizza boy manhandles you. You let a pizza boy manhandle you. At
Caillou.
11,
Little
Caillou manhandled you. He manhandled you at 11:58. At 12:20, you text, are you coming here? By 12:30, John hurt bad, real bad.
There it is.
Hold on. Karen pulls up, leaves at 12:37. She calls, you fucking pervert. She's mad. She's upset. Why is she upset? Because she thinks he's in the house. John is in the house talking to you, and you're throwing her under the bus. So she turns around and says, John, you're a fucking pervert. Kind of letting him know before you even tell him everything in them text messages that, John, the only reason why I talked to this dude is because you were a fucking pervert.
Well, look, hold on. I just thought of something. Didn't something come up where they said the phone connected to Karen's Bluetooth so she could hear the conversation between Jen McCabe?
And that's another thing. We don't know why. If the Bluetooth was connected to John's phone, then she heard the whole conversation between Jen McCabe. And then not only that, he got out the car. He had to get out the car around 12:23, 12:24, right? Because that's when Nagel spotted him at like 12:23, taking the corner. So the text already came in. You come in here. So like, if the Bluetooth was connected, you would hear boom, boom, boom. You would hear the noise and everything.
You would hear the conversation.
Why doesn't she mention it?
All right.
Because maybe, like, so one can assume the only reason why she don't mention anything about that car ride, and it plays right into that. We always say that. We've been saying this. This is nothing new. This might be new to some new people that just jumped in. This is nothing new. Our main thing on this channel is what happened between the waterfall and 34 Fairview.
Right.
In the car. Because at 11:58, I mean, I can't not think that Karen wasn't on guard when she seen Higgins in the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was coupled up. Everybody was coupled up except for him.
Right.
He's the only dude without a chick. And in
he
his
texts
mind,
you.
he texts you. And in his mind, he thinks you're his chick.
Right. He wants to know what's going on.
So to segue back, if Higgins is not there, John goes back to 34 Fairview. Does he get beat up?
No. Nope.
Kevin from South Boston. Now, let's talk about the sound bites. Let's get off that. She mentioned it in there, Higgins. I don't know why she doesn't mention, because at the end of the day, James, maybe if she mentions that and she talks about that, then it makes it look like she had something to do with it. Like, meaning, like, it was her fault for talking to Higgins to begin with. And all due respect, if this is what happened, they're saying third-party culprit. The fight started from Higgins. It's somewhat, it doesn't mean Karen did anything.
Right.
Disclaimer.
But let me just touch on that real quick.
Go ahead.
You could tell me, guess what, James? I got a message from the guy next door, and he said this and this about you. Now, I'm a grown man. I make my own decision, right? So I take that information you gave me. I could go over there and fuck him up, or I could be an adult and say, you know what? I ain't even gonna worry about this guy. So even if that was the case, and they say, "Oh, third party culprit," whatever type of shit, he knows better, man. You're an ATF agent. You know not to do shit like that. You know,
You
so
mean John knew not to
I
do
mean,
the
yeah,
jump
yeah,
up. He's a cop,
exactly,
not to go in
right.
there.
Yep. So, I mean, you can get that information and do what you like with it. You can't blame Karen.
But
You know,
why? But why? You know, to stay there for a minute, because like I said, does that even matter? But that plays right into the prosecution's hands. Because from the car ride there, if the Bluetooth was connected, then she heard the conversation between Jen McCabe. Keep in mind, let's take it back again. Keep in mind, John texts Jen McCabe, what's the address? 34 Fairview, right? And she called him. John didn't need her to call him. He
right?
just wanted
Well,
the
that
address.
well, let's get back to that. That's alcohol, right? Alcohol is involved. The bar's closing. They're looking for a spot to go back and drink more. What if disclaimer? What if Jen McCabe saying to R.I.P. John O'Keefe, "Yeah, hurry up and get here so I can do whatever." And Karen, and it's still connected to Bluetooth, so she hears this and she's like, "You fucking pervert!" Like that could have been that too.
It could have been it could be anything, but based on these actions, based on the actions of Jen McCabe that night, of moving around that night, you know, let's take them back to the waterfall. Let's go to the waterfall real quick. Let's grab a drink.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
I have a Corona tonight. Corona and limes.
So let's look at Jen McCabe right here. She's running around like a chicken with her head cut off.
Yeah.
She's up on John.
Back and
She's
forth.
twisting her hair.
Oh my
Look at her.
god. It's really going down right now. John, you
Now
serious?
keep in mind, this is what she's looking at. She's looking at this. She's looking at these dudes do this.
Now keep in mind, this is 4 feet away. It's not 10, 20 feet away. It's 4 feet away.
And she's doing this when she sees that. She's moving around shook. Look at her.
Let me just say one thing real quick. You guys remember when JFK and I did this reenactment? You remember when I said, "I can hear you, Jay," because JFK asked me, "Can you hear me?" I said, "I can hear you," and you're whispering. Go ahead, Jay. I just wanted to point that out.
Oh, that's fine. There's Jen right there, moving with a chicken with her head cut off. Look at her.
Look at her moving her hair back.
And look,
Look
directly
John.
at him.
Yep, John's looking right over after Jen said something. He's looking right at them.
And Jen runs right over to Chris Albert. Underneath the 1158, she runs right over to him and starts talking to Chris A. Like, what's going on? What's the problem? So, like I said, there could have been some flirtatious shit in the text, of course. That is always an option. But based on what I just seen, if I'm going on evidence and I'm going on what I just seen, I think she's saying, "Are you?" Because when she texts here, she texts him like question mark, exclamation point, like, "You're really here? Like, you really came? Like, you want this smoke?" You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like if they were talking anything like, "John, don't come here. It's not worth it, blah, blah, blah." You know, they want to talk. Or she was antagonizing the whole thing. Like, "Come here. They just want to talk to you. Tell Karen to leave." How do we know that he didn't tell her to leave? And she felt a certain way. Like, "Oh, you told me to leave, and that's why he's cheating with another girl, because where's he going to go after?"
Right.
If he told her to leave, then that means he might have walked 3 houses. Well, I'm just going to stay with the chick Bella.
Well, you know, it's also, too, he went there. He's with Karen. You're telling me to leave. You're picking these people over me? Like the girl that you... Put it this way. When I'm in a relationship, well, I was in a relationship.
Blue 42. Let me pull this up for a second. I'm sorry, James. Blue, yeah, it looks like he's asking him to come. Yeah, but this don't look like he's asking him just to come. This looks like it looks like he's about to put his hood on right here, and he's about to creep up to him. Why did this happen right here? Look, he looks like he's ready to make a move, right? He got his hood on. He's about to put his hood on. He got his hand on his face. It looks like he's about to go from that table up to the next table, around the table, and go confront John. And
yeah, but
as he's about to do it, look, as he's about to do it, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nah, don't do that. What are you doing?
But look at Brian A. He's doing this with his finger. Give me the keys. I heard someone in the chat say he was getting ready to leave, and Chris Albert was like, "Yo, nah, you ain't leaving until you settle this." That's what it kind of looked like, and I could see why someone said that. But we have our own theory, and that was something I forgot that someone mentioned. But never forget, Brian A. was just like, "Give me the keys." You can see his finger. He did one of these, like, who's got the keys?
Well, that could be part of their defense though too. He was telling me to give me the keys because I was about to drive drunk.
But then there's all this shit on his head, like, oh, like he was getting.
And then there's John telling John,
like,
John saying, "Come on,
me and you, come on." You know.
And then Chris A. That's what I'm saying. Even if that's what they try to chalk it up to, why did Chris A. stay all the way to the end? Why didn't he just leave at that point? Why did he stay all the way to the end to finish a beer after he just testified that he was on a diet? Why would someone on a diet stay to finish a beer? Beer is the worst thing for a diet.
Yeah, and the funny part too is he's going in the bathroom to wash his hands. Like, he's like this in front of John. Like, he just settled something. Like, he just took care of something. Like, do that shit in the bathroom, man. Pull your sleeves up in the bathroom to wash your hands. Why are you like this in front of John? Like, trying to, yeah, I just took care of that. Don't worry, John, you good. That's how he was acting. Yeah, they're out of here. Fuck them, John. And John knew. Man, you're a sucker, Chris. ATF agent. Manhandled by a pizza man.
Look at this. Watch John's reaction. Look at John's reaction. He's talking to him like, what?
You?
What?
All right. Look at this guy.
Looks to the left, right. This fucking guy starting shit, huh? Heel toe, heel toe.
Time to go. Gonna fuck you up. Me and you? You serious?
Don't chase waterfalls, read between lines.
Okay, hit the heel toe, hit the heel toe, hit the heel toe. Let's go, let's go.
Look at Karen. She's in a conversation.
Don't
She's
chase
not paying
waterfalls,
attention.
read between lines.
It's a fair argument. What are you so mad about, Kevin from South Boston?
Now it looks like they're far, right? That's what it looks like.
Not at all. They're not that far at all. It looks like that, but they're not that far at all.
Heel toe.
And don't get it twisted, Kevin from South Boston, you saw that heel toe. Thought you were a little scared, especially when he said, "I ain't scared of you."
Waterfalls, read between lines. Keep a fair view. Protect your mind.
Mine all time. Yo, I wish that
Look at this.
guy.
Real time.
Yup. I wish that bartender.
Yeah, and you whispering too.
And you're whispering too.
Come outside. Come outside. Come outside.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chris A. when he's talking to John O'Keefe. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, all right.
12-10. He looks to the left, the right, left, right. I'm out of
I
here.
didn't know that was gonna happen, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right, man. In our reenactment video, we show the distance and how close they really were. It hit somebody's nerves, and we got a phone call by Kevin from South Boston.
You wrong. What's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Hey man, what's up guys? Kevin from South Boston.
So here's the point. Now they got all these reenactment videos and they got all these sound bites. What about this sound bite right here? I got a sound bite for you. Could this be used in court?
What are you gonna do when I appreciate
Hey
you
man,
and
what's up,
James.
guys? Kevin from South Boston.
What's up, Kevin from Southie? What's happening?
Listen, I appreciate the things that you two do, you and James, right? But let me ask you something. Those two dudes that you're accusing, right? They're decorated dudes. What happens? Like, can you look at this from both sides? And this comes out that she actually did it. Are you ready to, like, put it out there that you were
Yo,
wrong?
you sound like Higgins, bro.
You wrong.
Is this Higgins?
Is this Higgins?
You wrong.
You're Higgins.
Why are we wrong? Why
This
are we
is
wrong?
fucking Higgins. Higgins called the phone. He hung up. That was Higgins, bro.
Fucking
That was
coward.
Higgins, man.
Bro.
You fucking coward, man.
That was fucking Higgins.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This one's explosive.
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
You texted John O'Keefe, you coming here.
I did.
And that had 3 question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen about coming over to 34 Fairview? Over and give John a big hug or anything like that?
I did leave, yes.
You didn't say goodbye to John, right?
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
You texted John O'Keefe, you coming here.
I did.
And that had 3 question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen about coming over to 34 Fairview?
No.
So at 12:20 a.m., after you left the waterfall and made your way over to 34 Fairview, you were more interested in getting John to come to 34 Fairview than you were to getting Karen to come to 34 Fairview.
No, that's not how I would describe that.
But you didn't text Karen, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you did text John.
Yes.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
Hey man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
What's up?
You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. Appreciate the things that you two do, you and James, right? They're decorated dudes. They're decorated dudes.
They're
Decorated dudes. What? You and James, right?
Don't believe the hype. Yeah. Don't believe the hype. Yeah. Don't believe the hype.
Man. And that's what it comes down to, Kevin from South Boston, because we talking about sound bites. Can they use them sound bites? Can they use them sound bites in court? Because you want to pull Karen's sound bites, right, from YouTube. If Karen was on YouTube, you would use her sound bites. So why can't we use a soundbite about you calling in, Kevin from South Boston, lying about who you was, an ATF agent and a witness talking on this case? Is that a conscience of guilt? Because keep in mind, December 11th. Let's go through it. You want to go through it? I mean, we could do that. We could do that.
He could have told the truth when he could have called up and said, "Yo, listen, I'm Brian Higgins. You ain't allegedly you ain't got nothing to hide. You could have called, and you always tell the truth. You could have called when you called in. It's not would have because you did. When you called in, you could have said, "Listen, this is Brian Higgins. I appreciate what you and James do." But nah, you said, "I'm Kevin from South Boston." Come on, man. We're from Boston. Nobody says they're from South Boston. They say Southie, first of all. You're just a fucking clown, man. Sorry, man. It just got me out.
Go ahead, man. Keep talking.
Nah, he's just the things that he does as an ATF agent is it's just sickening to think that we have to go out every day and you know, we changed our lives around. We're blessed. We're at a point in our lives where, you know, we see things different than, let's just say, our friends, some of our friends that have just come home from doing a long time, or friends we grew up with. We see things different, but some of those friends don't. So seeing someone like you, it's just, man, it's just whack. Like,
let's look at this for a second. You called. Couldn't they use this against you? You called on December 11th, and the header of the video, right, was at Karen Reed. We are live at the waterfall taking your calls. And this was the video right here. This was it.
That means somebody was screen recording our show, huh? That's crazy.
Bro, listen, let me tell you something, bro. Right now, we showed this video right here. Dan, the reason why she said that. Well, I think she said that because we showed the live at the waterfall. So we showed the reenactment video, right? Where is it? I thought the Hawker talked about it.
Physics.
Well, where is it? Let's fast forward. Look at what we showed. We showed this.
I'm gonna kill him, man. Come outside in the parking lot. Come outside. Come outside.
This is the video we showed. That's how close we are.
Hold on.
So the people that say that it's, hold on a minute. Can you see it?
No.
What? It's not up?
It's just, no, it's paused with John O'Keefe's face and.
Oh, let me remove that.
All right, here we go.
What am I doing here? What the fuck is going on? This shit be bugging out sometimes. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's all right. So we showed this video. This is the reason why he called in. Part of the reason.
No, this is the reason, bro. I mean,
Plus Seaside too.
Yeah, so this is the day. This is December 11th.
Yeah.
Right? Look at the video. This is the header of the video. It was 14,000 views streamed 3 months ago. It was streamed December 11, 2024. This is what we were going over right here. We were going over the waterfall video. Look, I got to take it back up to 35,000. All right, everybody. Hold on. We got to get it on smooth ground. There's turbulence in the chat.
Oh, shit. Is there?
No, there's no.
Oh.
We're cool. Just a little bump. I think we got some in there. I want to read this. Look, so that's the video we play. So we play it, right? And we going through the waterfall again. We play that. We're going through the whole.
Probably goes.
Here's the heel toe.
Yeah. Heel toe.
Now look,
John O'Keefe.
This is John O'Keefe.
You coming
right
here?
I hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Now look, this is us right here.
We build websites for really cool hotels, and we do it in Webflow.
I got hit with an ad on my own shit.
Always the case. Before we started being a Webflow exclusive.
I got hit with an ad on my own shit. How whack is that?
Sorry, I didn't know that was gonna.
That's John O'Keefe. J.F.K. is Chris A. James is Officer John O'Keefe.
Yep.
This
Look
is
at
exactly.
See this guy sitting down with the red? He's next. So look at how close he is to you, and that's the end of the bar. So where John is, where John's back, those people. That's what I said when I backed up. I was basically touching them. So
Yeah,
John
it was.
You know, look at how close that is. But it looks so further out.
So we was going over that, right? And then look.
And
we talked about Seaside, right?
Dave
Right here.
James, bye.
We talked to Santa Claus, right? Is that when we talked to
Did
Santa?
just say goodbye?
Yeah, that was when we were looking for Santa Claus, and we ended up finding Seaside, which, you know, God's been taking
right
away this whole time.
Yeah, no, he's so,
Disclaimer.
yeah. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
There's said, but well, Jimmy, you let us know what you want us to call you.
Yeah, there we go. Jimmy, you let us know what you want to call. So
Yeah.
Seaside right here. So now we're talking to Santa. Where's Santa? Am I going past it?
Santa knows. Listen, if Santa knows, Santa don't lie.
Damn, man. That was right here, right? Damn, man.
Damn, what's
You get
that?
down. I'm flying over Revere Beach.
Chat for 6 hours conscious because he was.
When did he call in? Settle. Come on, Higgins. The most be careful of them all. Fall video, and we talked about a cat from Cambridge, and that probably hit home with him.
So I actually have a different theory. I
Sound
tend
better?
to feel like
You
Karen.
sound
Reed-
100. Hold on a second. Sorry, Samantha.
Sound better?
I'm gonna take that down. But the point is, December 11th, right? We went over the waterfall video showing the distance. No one ever did a reenactment video, right? And then we talked about Seaside, and he called in that soundbite. And he called in lying, saying that he was somebody else. And he said when it comes, is that a conscience of guilt? Isn't that what this dude's saying? This dude's saying that Karen is getting on these, she's making
Right.
admissions. Is that
He's
an
got
admission
hit-
from Higgins?
He has his sound bites, and we have ours. So
And he never went on no platforms. Higgins, none of these people ever. So, like, think about it. Like, Brian Albert heard that, right? And was like, what are you doing, dude? What the fuck? You call these two fucking punks up?
No.
They're shitting on you every night, dude. The fuck?
Yeah, but
smack
I told
you when
him. I told him we were decorated dudes.
Appreciate the things that you two do, you and James, right? They're decorated dudes. They're decorated dudes.
I don't give a fuck. Oh shit!
Damn, son. I mean, that's not an admission of guilt?
Sure is.
Why wouldn't you just call in and just say, this is Higgins, an ATF agent, and you guys better cut the shit?
Right? Oh, James, I might have fucking people belaying down from your roof. I mean, he could have said anything, but he went with the decorated dudes. What are you gonna do when? How you guys are gonna basically act when you find out that she did this? Well, if she did it, tell us why you think she did it. You know, there was none of that. It was just you wrong, you wrong, you wrong. And now I'm on Match.com. Oh, shit.
To all the killers and the $100 billers. For real niggas who ain't got no feelings. Check it out now. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in his land, we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around, but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up. With bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched. You can put your whole army against my team, and I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing. Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we made you. You're all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. When the things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Enough nigga deceased, another story gets told. It ain't nothing really.
Hey yo, done fuck the Philly.
Get my mind off these yellow back niggas. While they still alive, I don't know. Go figure. Meanwhile, back in Queens, the realness and foundation. If I die, I couldn't choose a better location. When the slugs penetrate, you feel a burning sensation, getting closer to God in a tight situation now. Take these words home and think it through. Or the next rhyme I write might be about you. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook. Cause ain't no such thing as
Kevin from South Boston, you're stuck.
Living the life that a diamond There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns. Cowardly hearts and straight up shook ones. He ain't a crook, son.
You ain't a crook, son.
You just a shook one. Yes. This is how we do, people.
Talk to him, James.
Let's go, chat.
Kevin from South Boston, where you at? You told us to take you off the TV, man.
But guess what?
Was that an admission of guilt? I don't know. He enjoys backstabbing his friends, though.
Fresh like,
ATF coins, 50 cent, baby.
This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love.
Fresh like Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums. You don't want none, nigga better run. When beef is on, I pop that trunk. Come get some pistol grip pump. If a nigga step on my white air once, it's red rum. Ready, here come Compton, Dre found me in the slums, selling that skunk. One hand on my gun. I was selling rocks and Master P was saying, buck past the blunt. It's G on the girls just wanna have fun. Coke and rum, got weed on the tongue. I'm banging with my hand up a dress like, I make it come, purple haze in my lungs. Whole gang in the front, case a nigga wanna stun.
I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade. No pro solo, look like I'm riding on blades. In 1 year, man, a nigga so great. I have a straight bitch in the telly going both ways. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me. I give it to you just how you like it, girl. And now I'm rocking with the best straight pound on my hip, Teflon on my chest. They say I'm no good, cause I'm so hood. Rich folks do not want me around. Cause shit might pop off, and if shit pop off, somebody gon' get laid the fuck out. They call me new money, say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast. The hell if I care, I'm just here to get my cash. Bougie ass bitches, you can kiss my ass. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love.
I put gold Daytonas on that cherry 6-4. White wall so clean like I'm riding on Vogue. Sit one switch, man, that ass so low. Cali got niggas in New York riding on 100 spokes. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me. I give it to you just how you like it, girl. You're now rocking with the best 4 pound on my hip, gold chain on my chest. 50, Bentley, MK man got a nigga fresh out the slum. Automatic gun, fuck a one-on-one.
Kelly,
punk ass stunt, you done. Homie, it's
turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Keeps the prank rocking.
Let's check on some turbulence real quick. We got Nancy Horner with $9.99. BA motioning, come on, let's go, not here. Yep. Ask Bob. JFK and James, locate Scanlon and chat him up. He first reported that John was beat. He didn't make that story up 2 days later. Someone in the house told him if you could find him, case may be closed. He's going to be a witness.
He's running.
He's going to be a witness.
Yeah, he's going to
Commonwealth, for the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Ever since Seaside stuffed Higgins Biscuit's head in the toilet in high school, it demoralized him. So now he identifies as a decorated pickle puffer. Damn, Kevin from South Boston.
Oh, shit. Pause if necessary, Bruce Wayne.
The fuckery happened in the basement, I think. For sure. Thank you, Sandy. Nana. Kelly, she became a new YouTube member, man.
Kelly, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Kelly. Even though you've been around.
But we know it all went down with them.
Yo. Jay. I think Higgins' favorite group was TLC because number one, he likes to creep, and number two, he loves waterfalls.
Wow. Yeah.
So
what about your friends? Will they stand their ground? And he's a scrub.
And he's a scrub. Man, TLC was his shit. I would bet right now he's wearing TLC shirt. Come knocking on door.
Don't come knocking on our door,
though. No ATM. Waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and his, please come to. Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. Leave a lovable space that needs your face. Please company too. You'll see that life is a ball again. Lovers calling for you. But all
Let's go. Freaking and read. Where's that long game is at? Here we go.
This bloody road remains a mystery.
Fight now, people.
This sudden darkness fills the air.
Come on, y'all. Where you at?
What are we waiting for? Won't anybody help us? What are we waiting for? We can't afford to be innocent. Stand up and face the enemy.
Let's go. Everybody, peace signs in the chat. Freak and read. Peace signs. Peace sign. Freak out, read.
This shattered dream you cannot justify. We're gonna scream until we're satisfied. What are we running for? We've got the right to be angry. What are we running for?
Let's go! Woo! Let's go!
Yep.
Yes.
Won't anybody help us? What are we running for? When there's nowhere we can run to anymore. Can't afford to be innocent. Stand up and face the enemy. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible. And with the power of conviction, there is no sacrifice. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible.
That's right.
You know, Karen, man, she likes that classic rock, right? You know, some people take it back to 69, some people take it back to the summer of 99. But you know, Kevin from South Boston was that an admission of guilt, James?
It sure seemed like it, Jay.
Sure did. Let's go, free Karen Reed.
Free Karen Reed. Justice to John O'Keefe.
Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Woo! Look back now. The summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, those won't all be there. Those were the best
When was it?
days of my life.
In the summer of what?
Damn. R.I.P. George Foreman. Fuck.
Damn.
And that's when I met you, yeah. Standing on your mama's porch. You told me that you'd wait forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh, yeah. Back in the summer of
Nan Gallagher, let's take it to New Jersey real quick. We're doing some classic rock block for our girl Karen Reed. We got this. Free Karen Reed. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
Right, Patrick. There's that boom. Oh, no. We got the truth.
Say what?
Oh yeah.
For what? If you know this song, sing it one time. Sing it.
Right, we're happy we're there. We're living in the polo. Let's go.
Taking phone calls. Phone lines are open. God damn. That was fast.
Tracy.
You're live with JFK.
Hey, JFK. How you doing? Tracy from South Boston.
Tracy from South Boston. What's up? Can you hear her, James?
Yeah.
What's going on, Tracy? How we doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just had you have some great commentary. I love the video, the waterfall. But I was also wondering about if you had any thoughts on you know how you were talking about the Karen Reed documentary, Krause there?
Yeah.
So his father is also Jill Daniels' attorney. Remember for the Turtle Boy thing?
Yep.
Jill Daniel is Julie Albert's sister.
Okay.
So the Krause father is his lawyer. And he's also in the courtroom every day that Hank Brennan's there doing, I think that's where Hank's getting all his coaching from. Because Lally's not helping him, you know?
Yeah.
His more going on.
Yeah, his
But,
father's
so
there.
Yes. And so the consciousness of guilt, like you were saying about Higgins with the phone call,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're trying to do now with Karen from speaking on that documentary. They're like trying to get her those text messages with Yannetti to prove her consciousness of guilt. Same type of thing as what your video when he called into the show.
Yep.
His consciousness of guilt. So I think that you cracked the case. Just my opinion.
I mean, I mean, if that's the way we're gonna go, if you're gonna say Higgins is, Higgins, Brian A, and Colin, it would have to be that way, right? How other way? I mean, if you take Higgins out, if Higgins, so if Brian shows up to the bar and Higgins is not there, would he get in a fight that night?
Absolutely not. Like, no. Like, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like, John, unfortunately, is unalived. We know Karen didn't do it. You 1,000% show exactly on that video. As grainy as it is, the vibe is there. You can feel it,
Right.
It's so true. It all is all leading up to that night, 1,000%. And the more booze they drank, and I don't know. It's just definitely the waterfall. It's about to fall.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna play it when come Tuesday. They're gonna have to talk about the third party culprit, and they're gonna have to bring up that waterfall video. I can only assume that's how it's gonna go down.
Exactly. I agree on 1,000%. I absolutely
I'll tell you
agree.
right now,
And,
if we get
I
called,
mean, I think that if that motion that they filed today to get Karen Reed's text messages with Yannetti, even if she did break that attorney-client privilege, which it sounds like she may have because of talking on the screen, I don't think that those conversations she had, where he said you could be culpable of something if you hit him. I don't think that was I don't even think that was through text messages though. That might have just been voice calls, when she said that on the documentary.
Right.
So I really don't think there's much, because she's already saying, could I have? Maybe I have, like you said, like she's
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Call from Beth.
no, it's just bad.
Hey Beth. Beth.
Hey.
Hey, can you hold on 1 second? Can you hold on?
Yeah.
Hold on. JC.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No. That's I won't take up the line. I know there's people trying to call in, but
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
Great
Finish
job.
your thought. No, finish your
Good
thought.
job. I hope you do some get together though. The Boston Teachers Union Hall is a good place, centrally located, a lot of parking.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that going ASAP. Probably this week or next week. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna push full steam ahead with that. I had a little setback because I got sick. I'm still sick. Matter of fact, I'm still not 100%. I don't know what this shit is, but it's like a sinus infection. It's like COVID type shit. You know what I mean? You're tired.
Really?
Yeah, like you're tired. Your stomach's upset. You got the crazy headache. Your temples hurt. Like
flu symptoms.
And it lingers for a while too. So
it
take care of
lingers.
yourself, because
Yeah, it
It
lingers.
does. It hangs around for longer than we want. I
Right.
get it. I was sick for a while myself too. There's so much crap out here, but when you're up for it though, it'd be great.
Yeah. Well, listen, Tracy, I appreciate the call and I appreciate the
your heart's in
motivation.
the right place, man. I love your show. You and James are killing it. Really, great job.
I appreciate that, sweetie. You call back anytime, all right?
All right, God bless you now.
All right,
Good
peace
night.
and love.
Bless you.
Beautiful phone call. Beautiful phone call. Beth. Hey, Beth.
Hello.
Hey, Beth.
How's everything going, Beth?
It's going good. How are you?
We're doing absolutely great.
Good.
You got anything you want to?
Think... Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
Beth.
Do you think that Kevin from South Boston's call was Higgins' consciousness of guilt?
Yeah.
James says yes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yes.
Oh, great.
Well, there you have it,
Especially
Beth.
since Hank loves interviews. Hank loves watching TV.
Well, if he's watching now, what do you got to say to Hank?
He's a little bitch.
Hank, no matter how hard you try, this is what they think about you.
I heard he has a tiny peepee too.
What? Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Oh, man!
I heard he
Down
has
from
a
day one.
little tiny peepee.
Welcome to Death Row.
Like we always do about this time.
Down from day one.
Well, hey.
This is it, this is it. This is life, the one you get.
Oh shit! Beth is getting the real intel.
Oh man!
God damn!
It's so funny how he loves to lean on just. Oh, I'd love to show you a clip of this or what she said
clip of
in
what?
this interview. Well, Higgins called in, so
Right.
what?
Exactly. And you know, that's something that like, and listen, I'm not at this point, like seriously, when he first called in and everything and people asked me about that, I always said like, what's the big deal? You know, he called in, it's not against the law. But seeing the way Hank Brennan's acting with Karen, now I'm like, fuck it, play fire with fire. Can you bring that in?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like at this point,
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
should. It's
might
as
as well.
sleazy as he is. They should be just as sleazy.
yeah, I'm just saying at that point, he called in a YouTube show after the I didn't edit the video. The video is what it is. You see the beginning of it, the whole video of us showing the waterfall video, the reenactment video. So it's like you see the reenactment video, it shows how close you are. You can't weasel your way out of it. Like I always felt like, think about it. If you're stuck in a lie, right? I mean, we all lied before. You know what I mean? We're humans. If you got to lie, you're gonna figure out ways if that lie comes up, how you're gonna get your way out of it. So I'm pretty sure the way he was gonna get out of that lie was, I wasn't even talking to him, or I was, I was talking to the guy making the lobster in the back, and my boy was outside, or like, you know what I mean? I was talking past him. It was a joke. But when we showed that distance, now you got it. Now the preponderance of evidence, likely that there was a problem, or likely that there wasn't, right? So, or was, excuse me, like think about it. Like if he was trying to talk to him, he would have just walked over to him. He wouldn't have. Someone wouldn't have grabbed his arm. Why? Why did Chris hold him back to John? He was clearly talking to John, and why did he tell? Why did he tell Kevin from South Boston, nah, chill, like, nah, don't talk to him? You know what I mean? Because they were real close. So it's like, and then why did Chris hang around?
Going? You got to finish this. You know?
Yeah, all that. And if we're showing consciousness of guilt, who destroyed their phone? Karen Reed or Brian Higgins?
Exactly.
Who destroyed their phone?
There you go. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why it gets totally reversed. People, like this female friend of mine, I was talking to her, and I was like, "What do you think about Karen Reed?" And she was like, the first thing she says, like everybody else, is, "I don't know why she talks on the damn thing. Like, what's the problem?" And then I said to her, I said, "Hey, the guy Hank Brennan said today in court that she violated her client privilege, And I said, word has it there was a text message between her and her lawyer that she said she hit him." And the first thing the girl said was, "She didn't say that." And she don't even know nothing about this case. She was like, "Nah, she didn't do that." Because at the end of the day, it's like, you wouldn't put yourself out there knowing that you had all these fucking loose ends hanging around. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you knew that was in your phone, you would say, "Damn, man, if that comes out, I'm fucked." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be reversed. We should be looking at this documentary like she's doing this because she's not guilty, not because she's guilty.
Right.
Right.
It's totally ass backwards, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my opinion of it. And I just try to.
Rat, so
Yeah,
he has no integrity.
Well, he has no integrity, and we thought we had hope for him. At the beginning, we thought that as the truth started coming out and this has started unraveling, we always said that he wants her to get on the stand. I mean, at this point, he's using all there's going to be so many sound bites that he's using. I mean, should she get on the stand? I mean, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, that's a question for you. Should she get, like, since there's all these sound, like, I'm pretty sure more than ever she wants to get on the stand. as the trial goes on, and he's playing all these clips, she's gonna definitely want to get on that stand, you know, because it's like because they can just and you know Jimmy who we bring on the show made a great point that they can't just use clips. They would have to use like the whole thing so the context wouldn't things wouldn't get out of context. You know what I mean?
It's like they did with us, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I know she wants to take the stand and she wanted to last time, but attorneys will tell you across the board you don't take the stand unless you think you're down, unless you think you're going to jail unless you take the stand.
Right.
So
I would say,
I'm sure she wants to, but I don't think she will.
Right.
Who knows?
What you gonna say, James? You want me to relay something to?
yeah, what I would say to that at that point, if it got to that point where I was going to be put in jail and my attorneys weren't speaking up, I would say, listen, you know what? I would speak up and say, you know, I will take the stand. I need to speak and say what I need to say. So there's always
James is just saying if things start going in a different direction and the lawyers are not you know basically saying what she wants to be said, then she, you know, if it was him, he would take the stand to speak on his behalf because, you know, at the end of the day, it's him who has to go to jail, you know. So like, if they're not saying what's supposed to be said, you know, because you know at this point she's so in this case, you know what I mean? Like, she wants to be heard, you know what I mean? Like she's in the war room with him, you know. She probably wants at this point she wants to defend herself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. At this point, she probably could.
She probably could, man.
She
at
could.
this point,
she is very intelligent and adaptive. So she could. And who knows what's going to happen. But I do like that they're playing third-party culprit and they're going to go into more detail with that. And it sounds like they're going to put forth a lot more evidence against those 3 people.
Yeah, on this live right here, we just try to come in. You know, we took some days off, and we seen everybody just panicking and going through all this, and I felt like there was a panic in the community, and this is what he's gonna do. You know, this is the narrative they're gonna switch. You know, it's like sooner or later the heel has to get some shine, right? Like the baby face has been winning this whole time. You know, the heroes, free Karen Reed. Now the villain got some light. You know, he made a couple of moves, and you know he got some light on court TV, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's so bad." No. Don't forget about Jen McCabe and Higgins, who destroyed his phone, like you mentioned, Becky, and Brian Albert, who didn't come out the fucking house. Let's not forget about these people who can't change their story. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, you know, right now in these little motions, things are looking cute for TV, but when that trial pops off, them motions and that documentary means absolutely shit. You know what I mean? When them four walls close in and it gets real tight in the fourth quarter, and you're fighting for the ring, things get a little different. You know, so we'll see. You know what I mean? But let me take this next call, Becky. I appreciate your call.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace and love, girl.
Bye. Beth.
Awesome.
Beth, my
Emma
bad.
D from Alabama.
This guy, my bad, Beth, I'm sorry, Beth. Hey, you're live with J.F.K. and James.
Hi, J.F.K. and James. It's Emma D from Alabama. How are y'all tonight?
Emma D, what's happening? How you doing?
Oh, I just coming back from running some errands and caught you guys live, and wanted to throw a couple shout outs out there and see what you guys thought. I haven't heard the latest Better Row leather. How'd that go?
Who's this?
I haven't heard it either.
Can you hear me?
1 second.
Nah.
Where'd you go?
I'm right here. Go ahead.
What's
Say
that?
that.
I was just
Caller
asking,
ID?
have you guys went over the Better Row letter yet? I haven't gotten to read it and wanted to know what was up with that.
I didn't check the letter rod. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, we just heard.
Okay, well, there's a new letter out, and allegedly it came out about an hour ago, and it has something to do with
Oh, I know what it was. I saw it on X, and it was something about, Beto wrote Chief Rafferty, and she deferred it to D.A. Morrissey.
Oh,
so
wow.
we know that. Yeah, we know something good's going to happen to it. So what are you guys doing tonight? Just keeping it real, looking for decorated dudes?
Yeah, we're just hanging out with y'all, man, and just keeping the hope alive and just breaking down like what we see and putting going over a couple clips of the documentary that we seen that was getting a little turbulence and just basically saying that, hey, don't look at it like it's an issue. What went on. It's actually a good thing. The documentary shows that she's innocent, not that she's guilty. You know what I mean?
I think it showed a more personable side of her, a friendlier side of her than we've all gotten to see in the courtroom. A more humane, which we don't know her. Many of us, we
Yeah,
don't
but
know
hold
her
up. How's she supposed
personally.
to
We
act
haven't
in the
had a
courtroom?
conversation, and for people to be so judgmental because of the way she smiles or doesn't smile, what she wears, how she, nobody knows how they would act in that situation until they're freaking sitting there.
I mean, it's not just being in the courtroom; it's being on trial. Your whole shit being filmed and on trial for murder.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
And I think that people just leave that out. Like the documentary was based on was in the space and time of the trial. It wasn't like her going out to eat and her going. You know what I mean? It was the trial. So that's the reaction you got. Like you got her at a time where she felt
real.
Real. And I don't understand why we just exactly. You're saying it all, Emma.
Yep, I personally thought it was a good thing. Now listen, we all hope that first trial would end differently. It should have. Well, there shouldn't have been a trial. These, and I don't have a dog in the race. I'm from another state, and I'm just thinking that could be me. That's been, my thing all along. And I don't think there should have been a trial. I think that these charges are, I don't think that they have a leg to stand on. How's James doing tonight? I have such love for him.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
He said he's doing great. Thank you very much. You got a question? You got a question for James, and we can hang up, and James can answer it for you.
I just want to say hello to him and give him a shout out. I think you're both just precious and cute. I love your gig and what you do, and I just wanted to say hello, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. And thank you for taking my call, and thank you for supporting Karen. And I know she appreciates it.
I appreciate you so much for the call, sweetheart. Call back anytime.
Take care, gentlemen. Good night.
Peace and love.
Have a good night.
Call from
Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, what up?
This is B Wayne in the B-52 bar.
Hey, go ahead, man. How you doing?
What's up, fellas? Nothing. Enjoying the show, but I noticed some big things going on. Basically, what's going on is it's like a fight between the regular courts and the federal government. So the first thing the federal government did was to tell Canone basically and to tell these people to drop it was they sent in the ARCA people. The feds don't do this, and they didn't spend that money for no reason. They came through. They basically said that John O'Keefe was not he wasn't hit by a car. They said that 100%, and they chose to ignore it and not drop it. So the feds start getting mad, and then who did they bring in? They brought in Hank Brennan, who is allegedly mad at the federal government because he blames them basically for having Whitey killed. Okay, and some people say that he even cried at the funeral or whatever. But either way, he's been taking shots at the federal government, and this is all under Canone. Yeah, and this is all under Canone's reign. So I want to say this, and this is really important, and maybe I'm sure Karen's lawyers and people in the courts, they understand this. But for when I was younger, I used to get, locked up or whatever, get in bar fights. But the state police have to rub elbows and get to know and have a rapport with the federal government. They'll go into the jail, and for instance, they'll talk about the gangs or whatever. So they'll form a rapport. But the state police, the head of the state police, when they came out with the Proctor thing, this is the second time they told Canone to drop it. It's like there's a saying, what's understood don't got to be said. So this is what they did. They, in between the trial or in between the motions, when there was nothing going on, they came out with the Proctor thing. They found him guilty. And this is the head state police. They found him guilty and they fired him with no pay, right? No pension. That's the second. And this is another thing. They basically told Canone to drop it. They told her to drop it without saying it. They fired him. They could have easily waited to fire this guy after the trial, and they would have been fine. They would have, but they're making a statement. The federal government basically told the state police, and they probably talked or whatever. They did talk 100%, and they did it on purpose. They released this on purpose for Canone to drop the case and Brennan to drop, but they're not. They're doubling down, and they're putting a target in their backs.
Well, Lord willing, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. I mean, I could dig that. I mean, that's what it's looking like. It's looking like they could. I mean, I definitely, I didn't bring that up, the Proctor thing, but yeah, they definitely could have just waited until after trial.
Yeah. There's a reason they don't, and you know this, especially James. You guys know this. They don't do things on purpose. They release things at certain times on purpose. It's well thought out. They could have easily waited, but that was a sign for them to drop it. They basically just drop the case. They keep letting them know what's understood don't got to be said. And the crazy thing is right now, like in the Massachusetts, for instance, in Boston, the mayor, she's kind of butting heads with the new administration on the federal level. She's fighting with the feds basically. And, this is our city, whatever. This is what she's saying to the feds, and the federal government, Trump's people, whatever, they're telling her, they're basically telling her, I'd cut it out if I was you. And right now what they're doing is they're going after judges right now. This is like the first round. This is the exposure of all the people that, with audits or whatever with Doge, but it includes the judges because Trump's having battling with these judges. And I watched a documentary not too long ago about New York. You guys could find it. A New York judge that was arrested for doing some corruptible things, not half as much as what Canone's doing, but this guy was arrested. I don't know if it was the feds or whatever, but they arrested the guy because it was something about the judge was doing, he basically was taking money or something. He was doing something corrupt regarding like a kid, like something like custody of a child or something with the, a husband and wife. But they arrested the judge. So they're Canone's putting a target on her back to the eyes to look at her. She's shaking in court. She shouldn't be shaking in court. She's very biased, and everyone can see it. She's corrupt, and that's what they're going after right now. They're going after corrupt, and the feds are active in Boston. And I seen it on the news that they just like raided a Chelsea market basket and they grabbed the guy.
Yeah, man.
They're doing raids.
Yeah, the ICE, man. ICE agents watch you slip and fall. I mean, they were doing that in 2019, right before Trump was out. They were doing the same shit. They were creeping, man. All around Everett, all around Chelsea, all the Brazilians, all the Colombians, all the Mexicans. They creeping. All them dudes are nervous, man, because right around Everett, man, is all Brazilians. Chelsea's filled with everything: Guatemalans, Brazilians, Colombians, Puerto Rican, Dominican. We got to worry about it. No Puerto Ricans. But point is, man, it's like that market basket. They're just walking up to people. Hey, man, you got a green card? It's crazy.
Yeah, from what I've seen, they hit a couple spots, like they did raids. But the point is they're slowly exposing it. They're going after corruption, and they're going to go after corrupt judges as well. So with what's going on in Boston, and this is major. This is literally right now, it's the biggest case. this case, like when you look at the numbers of people viewing, they're like, I watched the DUI guy on YouTube, and the videos in Karen Reed are bigger than the videos about the Koberger. Are you familiar with that case?
Yeah, I see something about
With
it.
with the guy who with the 4 college girls, the guy went in there, and you know what I mean? And it's literally the biggest case. So it's
Why
just
wouldn't
put
it
in
be
more
though?
eyes.
Why wouldn't it be? I mean, it's
I know.
you know what I mean? It's a who done
It
it.
should be.
It's a who done it.
Yeah, but
It's a
this
whodunit.
Karen Reed, the Karen Reed case is even bigger, and it has to do about corruption. It has to, and you know, it's almost like if you look at it objectively, take the names out of it, and you're looking at it, it's almost like a perfect storm of just the federal government versus the state level, and the state level's got nothing in the feds, man, and it's like the feds are telling Canone, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, just let it go. Like, you lost. They're trying to tell her that it's not about what you say, it's about what you do. First, they hired the ACA people, telling her, listen, she didn't do it. They didn't listen. Then they sent in when they fired Proctor the way they did.
Yeah, but
did
they
it on
stopped.
purpose.
But you keep forgetting though. They stopped the investigation, bro, and they didn't arrest nobody.
Well, they never. The feds will never tell you when they start.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean.
But you know that you got to keep that on front line, though, my man. And you got to
No,
think they just put that in a delay of trial. I'm not sticking up for the Commonwealth, but I'm saying then the delay of trial, they just tried to do that today in the feds, and they said nah. So
they're basically they're sending shots at Canone.
No,
telling her to drop it.
I'm not saying that they're not. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you're not right. That's a good theory. But at the end of the day, if the feds really drop the case and that's really the case, then then I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I don't have the answer for that. Because I thought by now the feds would have been on this, especially a Fed is involved.
Right.
And then you could throw in what happened with the Sandra Birchmore people. It was the same officers involved in it. So it's a massive instance of corruption, including Canone and all the other high-ranking
when are they going to
officers.
come? When are they going to come?
I don't know. Listen,
so what happens? So she
I
gets
don't
dropped.
know.
But I'm saying, I'm giving you. So let's just say the worst case scenario, right? It's another hung jury, right? And then what? We go through this all over again, and then we're having this conversation in another year from now. It's another. They fired Buchanan. They fucking and Canone's off the case, and it's a clear shot. The Commonwealth needs to drop it. I mean, if the feds the point is the feds need to come in and just arrest people. Like that's it.
Well, yeah, but JFK, this is what you got to think about. The feds just turned over. They just turned over. A lot of people got let go. Cash Patel came in. He hired new people. He elevated new people. It's a process. I could see because Trump wants to make, they're going after corruption. And there's nothing more corrupt and more obvious than what's going on in Canone and with the Sandra Birchmore cops. And obviously it's not all the cops, but with the cops that were involved, it's a massive, corruption. And that's what he's going after. And I could see all of them getting arrested. And it would be a statement.
So let me ask you this. If Donald Trump watched that documentary, does he believe she's not guilty?
Well, this is the thing, and I've mentioned this before. His press secretary.
Give me a yes or no, bro. If Donald Trump
I didn't watch the documentary, but if he just
all right, let me stop right there. Let me stop right there. People in the chat. Yeah. If Donald Trump was home smoking a blunt, right? And he was chilling in the Oval. I'm saying he watches TV. I mean, he's on Twitter, and he watched that documentary. Does he think Karen Reed's not? I mean, if you're Donald Trump and you watch that documentary and you think Karen Reed, do you think she's guilty or not guilty? What do you think?
I'm asking the chat. One's for not guilty, two's for guilty. What do you think?
Go ahead, wrap it up, Bruce.
All right. I'm going to wrap it up like this. If there's nothing more that would make Trump happy than arresting a corrupt liberal judge in a liberal state. In Massachusetts, unfortunately, unbiased, whether you're Republican or Democrat, if you're looking at what's going on, it's a battle. And he would love to come into Boston because they've, with Michelle Wu and Comrade Healy and all these people, acting the way they are in Massachusetts, trying to buck the federal government. There's nothing more that he would like better than to come in and sweep up corrupt people. And she's putting a target on her back. And I believe the feds have warned them, numerous occasions. And that's it. And I'm just going to grab my parachute and get on up out of here.
My man, thank you for the call, brother. I appreciate the call, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Free Karen Reed.
Absolutely,
Free Karen Reed.
I could dig what he's saying, though. I mean, I hope so, man. I mean, I'm not against Bruce. Be clear. I want everything you're saying. I want to be true.
Right.
Call from Tiffany.
You're live with J.F.K. and James Jackson.
Hey, JFK, what's up?
Who's this?
I'm Tiffany.
Tiffany. Tiffany from Peabody?
Yes. What's up?
What's going on?
Up?
So one thing I want to say, I've been following the case since 2023.
Okay.
I want to thank you and James Jackson.
Okay.
You two are the most respectful, kindest, nicest men when it comes to women. You're always putting women on the top bar. And I want to thank you for that.
That's so nice.
The
Thank you.
second thing I want to say is I didn't like the documentary.
So let me ask you this. If Donald Trump watched that documentary, does he think she's guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Ooh.
And I find her not guilty.
But why?
I think Karen.
Why does it find her
not-
guilty, though? Can you answer that?
She has said too many things. 6 drinks, the swearing. I just think it's a bad look. If I was up for murder, I would have kept my mouth shut since day one. I think there's been way too many documentaries. I can't believe with the attorneys that she has that they allowed her to talk as much as they have. It's like, come on. We all grew up in the city, JFK. Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Right. Hold up. We're
Like,
right there. Stop for 1 second, James.
way too much.
Hold on. James wants to say something. Go ahead, James.
We all grew up in the city. Keep your mouth shut. I agree with that
James
100%.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
I agree
No
with
problem.
I agree with that 100%, Tiffany.
I can't hear him.
I'm going to tell you.
You're
what
not
he
going to
says,
hear
man.
me. JFK is going to delay
Okay.
it to you. But we are in a different times now where the social media, Karen seeing all these people talk shit. These people say this. These people say that. So she wants to defend
I can't hear
herself.
anything, honey.
Tell her,
I'm going to
Jay.
tell you what he says. I'm going to tell you what he says because you
Okay,
can't hear.
I'll hold on.
She's good. Tell her she's good.
Basically, James said we're in a different time now, and she wants to speak because of social media, and she wants to get the message out there, and she ain't got nothing to hide.
I agree with that 100%. I love Karen. I think I have been following the whole case since day one. I could tell you anything that has gone on any creator's channel. I just really wish he didn't talk. Only because Brennan, he's a piece of shit. Like, he's going to use watching him in these motions. Like, can you picture him up against this jury? Like, what he's going to be saying, the lies and the stuff. I just feel.
Yeah, but look at all the lies they said, though.
Right.
Look at all the lies, and it's already transcribed. I mean, at the end of the day, they're gambling anyway with the third party culprit. I mean, at the end of the day, if the jury don't believe the third party culprit, then I don't believe the third party culprit, but I believe she did it. It's not. I don't believe the third party culprit. She didn't do it. It's that's the gamble. There's like no in between lines. It's like you either believe the third party culprit or you believe them. So it's a hell of a gamble, man. It's a hell of a gamble.
Can I be extremely honest with you and James?
Yes.
When they were at the hearing the other day, and Jack and Eddie said, "I have the three people," and he names Brian Higgins, Brian Albert, and Colin. He said, "I have evidence." The first thing that came to my mind was J.F.K. and Jackson with the waterfall video. That waterfall video, I'm telling you right now, and I'm speaking from my heart, that solved the case. That opened the doors, and that's the evidence. You should be proud. You should be so proud of yourself. Because I respect you and James so much. You guys are just down to earth, honest, good human beings.
That's awesome.
And like I said, I've heard you talk on your shows about people being rude to you, and you never disrespect no one. Like, you just have the utmost respect for women, and I just adore you and James. Like,
that's so awesome.
When I see you coming on, I'm all excited.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
there you go.
Nice.
No, because you're just real, decent, good guys.
That's awesome.
Down to earth, good, and we all have skeletons in our closet. I have them. Everyone does.
Can I ask you something? Did you ever put polos? Yeah. Did you ever put polos in the bag?
Yeah, I used to put the gray duct tape on them. If you put the gray duct tape, they wouldn't go off when you came out.
What? You did the
you
what? You put the duct tape in the bag?
No, you put them on those stupid beaches. You know what I used to do? I worked at EPA, right? So you had to wear a suit to work and winter coats.
You had to wear
Filene's basement.
Filene's basement?
The suits.
The suits in Filene's basement. What happened there?
So I used to go to Filene's basement. So you'd go into the suits, they'd have a suit sale and a coat sale once a year. So you'd go in, you buy your 6 suits for your job, and your 6 winter coats. And then the next year, when the sale was on, you'd bring the suits and your coats to the cleaners. You'd have them cleaned. You go buy 6 more suits and 6 more coats, and then take those tags and return them. You did that for 10 years. You look dope.
You look dope.
How dope did you look?
I was working in EPA, and the guy, my boss, got his wife a mink coat in Filene's, and she was really short.
Really short.
So he had to have the coat altered, like the length, and she didn't like it. So we went back to I said, "I'll return it for you." So we go to Filene's. They put on the hood, and they're like, "This thing has been on." I said, "No wonder why we return it, you asshole." I said, "The poor wife put it on, and the arms were up to her elbow."
So you took it back? Did you get a store credit?
Got his money back.
Oh, you got your money back? How much you get?
I think it was $1,200.
Oh shit! You came up.
We used to go to Meadow Glen Mall.
Meadow Glen.
We used to go to Meadow Glen Mall, right? Tello.
Ghetto Glen.
The manager was Emilio. You could go
What was his name again?
Emilio.
Say that again.
Emilo. You go in the dressing room, right? Wear your sweatpants and your sweatshirts. And put like 2 outfits on and walk out.
Oh shit! Look at the poster.
Oh no, it was like that shit was easy. And then I worked at Bradley's at Meadow Glen. My brother used to come by for his kids to get all the toys, and I'd like. charge you for that shit?
What you say?
You know how much money they will make
Did you
on
say
this shit?
it doesn't make you what?
It doesn't make you like a piece of shit. It's like, you know what these companies are making on us? They're paying us bullshit to work in the stores.
You gotta get him somehow,
I would take wherever I could get.
Shit. Damn, we got a booster
Oh
on
yeah,
the phone.
I was the best dressed chick at EPA. I had the best suits. But then what happened was,
What happened?
after like 8 years, I went in, right? And they put a thing on my charge.
They what?
They put some flag on my charge that I returned and bought too much.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But yeah, I used to like.
Did they have a picture of you in Filing's basement, like in the security room?
No, they didn't have that. They flagged my card. Because I would buy my suits, wear them for a year, bring them to the cleaners. Dry clean. Next year, I'd buy 6 suits and put the tags on them and return them.
Absolutely.
And then Kohl's. They had a Kohl's in Woburn.
Oh, Woburn? What happened there?
Every Saturday night after 6 o'clock, they didn't have security. So the rule was that Kohl's, I heard, right, that the workers can't go after someone who's like, what's the word? So what you would do is you could go to like the
discriminate.
You could, and then go in the dressing room and pull all the plastic off.
Yep.
You can put clothes on. They can't touch you.
Oh.
Like that's the law. Like the workers or the cashiers.
So how much shit did you get? How much stuff did you get out of Kohl's?
I got lots of shit. Who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
But you can go into like Bloomingdale's, the Polos. And then I had a guy. I'm from Lawrence, who's from New York.
Oh, she's from New York.
Alley.
Oh,
no,
what was his name?
They have a place up in Lawrence, right? It's a flea market.
Oh,
they'll sell
Jesus.
you like polo, all this fake shit, but they won't allow Louis Vuitton. So I used to meet him in the alleyway.
Oh shit!
Get all the Louis Vuitton wallets and pocketbooks.
Oh man!
For like 25, and then I'd sell them for $100 out of my truck.
Out of your truck? God. What kind of truck did you have?
I had a Escalade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, you
No, she had a thing. I don't believe it.
Shit, right? It
She had
made
a Ford
2,000.
Explorer.
You sure you had? James said he doesn't believe you. He thinks you had a Ford Explorer.
No, I didn't. I had a black Escalade. I'll send a picture.
Oh shit! Well, listen, sweetie. We're fucking around. Hey, we appreciate
I love you guys.
We love you too, sweetie.
I'm joking.
No, we're joking too.
No,
everything's cool. Everything's all love. Everything's all love.
All I want you and James to know is I respect the two of you for the human beings that you are. The respect that you have for women. And the way, no matter what goes on, J.F.K., when I hear you on your channel, I have the utmost respect for you.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can you get me a polo goose?
Oh, you know what I can get you?
What?
I got Canada Goose today, winter jackets from college. I got 6 of them. Want me to take them? I'm not lying. I got their black. I got and then I got the black hats and Canada Goose on the top.
Calm down! I'm only kidding. I don't want. Who's watching? Calm down, English. Fucking calm down.
If you live up on the North Shore.
Did they come from Lawrence?
Go up to Lawrence to the flea market. And then the Chinese guys from New York get down the street in the alley.
Man, you got them shits
Canada
for
Goose,
$20.
Louis Vuitton. They won't let it in the flea market, but I can meet them. I'm not kidding.
Well, listen, sweetie, I'm going to take the next phone call. I appreciate your call, all right?
I enjoy talking to you guys so
All right.
much.
Peace and love, girl.
Free Karen Reed.
Free Karen Reed, for sure.
Reed. Stay out of the alleys.
Free polos.
Free the Canada
Woo.
Gooses.
Man, we got a lot of boosters on the line, man. Word
Man,
up.
these
Shout out to all my
boosters.
boosters.
Yo,
Peace to all my boosters. Great phone call. Great phone call.
Peace to all my boosters, man. Boosters
We
like
love the love. That was some great love right there. We appreciate the compliments from that young lady. We definitely appreciate it. Nothing but love to you. Thanks for rocking out with JFK and James Jackson. And James, we came.
We came.
We saw and we conquered.
And we
conquered. And we cleared the air for all the people out there. And I hope that we got some things straight for the people.
Indeed.
A lot of people had some anxiety trying me.
That's
and things
okay.
like that. But we took it up to 39,000. And we know what happened at the waterfall, Kevin from South Boston. And this is not a negative thing, what happened with Karen. This was during her trial. She wasn't expecting this to happen. She wasn't expecting a hung jury. She was expecting a not guilty. At that point, how else was she going to react? How was she supposed to think? She was supposed to think not guilty. You're not supposed to be thinking guilty or a hung jury. You're supposed to be thinking walking out that door. So she might have said some things, but she didn't say some things because she's guilty. She said them things because she's not guilty. And she could have did some pushback. When the lady wanted to push it out before the new trial, she could have lawyered up. She could have came out to us, she could have jumped on the Glarus platform and said, nobody support it. Nobody watch it. It's the worst thing ever. She didn't do that. She said, fuck it. Put it out there. I don't care. This is who I am.
Whoa. Calm down. Or she could have just stayed quiet.
What happened? Is someone out there?
I guess so. Is that Higgins?
Hold on a second. Hello. Who's this? What's up, Beth? This is JFK. What's up, Beth? Yeah, I'm still on, but you're not on.
Who's that, Jay?
We came, we saw, we conquered. I'm sorry, everybody. People are calling me on my phone lines. When people call me on the restricted phone line, I pick it up because you just never know. There she is, Luna. Huh?
Crazy.
She all right. Nah, Beth had called back, and Beth was like, she said she wants to retract the Hank thing because she's afraid Hank might come after her. Gave her anxiety. That's wild, right?
Beth, Hank loves your voice.
Beth loves you. Beth, Hank loves you. He loves you. But yeah, with that being said, take you guys out with something. What should Luna? You ain't playing games, then, huh?
It's not play. Yo, she's telling you, bro. She's
man.
wild dog. She's good, but she ain't play. She was just sound asleep too.
Let me see what I got here, man. Let me see if I rock out to this.
It's okay,
But yo,
baby.
at the end of the day, all my long gamers, we'll see you next flight. We got something great planned, me and James Jackson. I'm going to hit you with this before we go. Appreciate everybody who hit us with the super chats. Let me see if I missed anything on the super chats. Let me see. Make sure I got everybody on the super chats. We got Cat's Meow. She said, my favorite show, Free Karen Reed. We got, hold on a minute, Shauna. Hold on a minute. We need to put your video side by side. We got Kelly. So apparently Julie Albert had something to do with Morrissey's Horses video. Nightclubs. Hank will not be able to get anything from the new documentary. The owner of the ID channels from California. Well, he was going to use it. He was going to use the clip in the hearing the other day. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. There's no message with Yannetti. Proctor took her phone on the 29th. She had no phone. It's a lie.
Patrick said he's calling in.
Remember, the feds don't pay reconstruction experts. Yeah, we're wrapping this up, Pat. I did get the info. I sent it about the flu med. Let me know. Love, Sweet J's. Praying for your court. Love you and the son. Hot J. Need boomer love. Thank you, Callie Sandy. I appreciate your time. What the duck with $20. I'm not going to lie. I am concerned about Brennan and his lies. The jury ain't going to know they are lies like we do. It's some scary shit. You're right about that. What the duck, for sure. It's a gamble. You're right. Thanks, guys. I saw the waterfall videos together. You're right. You're right. But you know what? I go by the name of J.F.K.
And I go by the name of James Jackson.
And we're going to be good.
You know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm
We're good, yo. We're good. Let's go. Woo. Let's go, Celtics, boys.
You know I'm down for whatever tonight. I don't need the final things in life. No matter where I go, it's a good time. Yeah. And I don't need a sit in VIP. Middle of the floor, that's where I'll be. Don't got a lot, but that's enough for me. Yeah. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. So I just let it go, let it go. Oh na 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 na, no I don't care no more, care no more. Oh na 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 na, so come on, let me know, let me know. Put your hands up, na na na, no baby, nothing's gonna stop us tonight. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
We're good, people.
fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. You know I'm down for whatever tonight. I don't need the final things in life. No matter where I go, it's a good time.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.